squad car, police car. You know, something was going on over there. But that's just a testament to the outcry, the uproars of the people in the world,
Yeah.
which is according to prophecy.
Imagine the outcry is going to be when they continue this government lockdown.
Yep.
And then that amongst the mass layoffs upon other job fields.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. While you're getting replaced by AI.
How do you have a government that's supposed to be functioning at a high level, but you can shut it down and then lay off 4,100 people and expect it to still, you know what I'm saying? That was at one time.
Yeah, well, they laid out, I think, 750,000 government workers are pretty much furloughed right now.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of these people voted for this guy.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these federal workers voted for him. So, I mean, you can't really feel bad for that. You know?
Yep.
This is what they voted for.
Yep.
You know, their vote is at work.
At the camera?
Yep. They trusted in the beast with the two horns like a lamb. That's speaking as a dragon. And now they finna, lock away all your privileges that you were used to. All that's getting ready to get locked away, man. And now you finna come up under complete control, their control. Like, don't you see what's happening in China? You got thousands of people that are homeless because they're sleeping on the floor because they have a low social credit score. Remember, we've been talking about this whole social credit system, and it's going to be linked with identification. That's what's going on over there, and that's what they plan on bringing worldwide.
It's going to be linked to these several AI platforms, the Palantirs,
Yep.
the Gideons,
Yep.
and they're going to more likely come out with another one that, in each of these different AI platforms, focus on a specific area of whether it's terrorists or
Yep.
Yep.
or it's hate speech. They're going to have different AI robots to it. It could be simple as, you not being polite or you being rude or something like that.
I don't know if I sent it to the chat, but I caught it and I wanted to. I might not hit send, but there was and it may not be exactly true, but the headline on it, they showed a bunch of homeless people in China laying on the ground. Did I send that?
Yeah, that's what I was just mentioning.
Okay, Kyle, yeah, because it was hitting right on what you're saying.
Yep.
Talking about, the system put them out.
Yeah.
Because the social credit system.
And that's by doing this, preaching the Lord's word. That's gonna fuck our credit score all the way up.
Yeah.
So you know what's gotta happen,
Suspended.
right?
Gonna be
The
suspended.
famine of the word gotta happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we ain't gonna have the privilege to go online and do what we're doing right now.
Right.
We ain't gonna be able to have that privilege. we're gonna be the what's the scripture say? The outcast. We're gonna be outcasted because we don't represent this wicked kingdom.
And also, being homeless is also being criminalized.
Oh, yeah.
So they're cornering us, cornering the people, pretty much like the walls are closing in. If you don't want to be a part of the system, you end up homeless. And if you're homeless, it's a crime. So
And then if you're homeless, you get arrested, and then you get put in some type of facility, and you may not never come out. You're gonna get what's it called, euthanized. That's what they doing to the homeless up in Canada. Giving them an option at first, that option, and then they offer you.
Oh, they'll a second edge of 16. They will
Spare none.
feed you with things
Idols.
offered unto idols. Being idle, yeah, man. Hey, being idle meaning you in a solitude, you in a place of confinement where they can sit your ass down and interrogate you and test you. So hey, man, these things are going to happen. But go back to that in Thessalonians.
back in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, it says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them,
Yep.
as travail upon a woman with child."
Yeah, because he's going to try to secure his new world order and try to fill his belly. But we already know what's going to happen. The war is going to break off. in the world. World War III, the second war was passed, the third war come quickly. It's already being set up, man. All right. So right now, our people should be in a state of repenting,
Right.
getting ready, preparing themselves.
Spiritually, mentally.
Yeah.
You know, I tell Jake to prepare, and these niggas want to exercise and do push-ups and do martial arts and store up and hoard
Yeah, that's
food.
not what it means to prepare. It means spiritually prepare, man. Fight your, the ultimate way to prepare is to deny yourself, deny your flesh, conquer yourself.
Right.
Because the temptations is what this beast is going to use against you to entice you. And you don't want to fall to that temptation, because that's ultimately, you're going to lose your crown if you do that. Revelation 3:10. It's going to be an hour of temptation. That's why the Lord said, let no man take thy crown. So there is going to be an ultimate test. All right? And it's going to be a line drawn, because if you're not with this man's system, you're not with this new world order, you're going to be ousted. You're going to be completely cut off from society. And John saw that. That was in his vision. That's why he mentioned about how this devil is going to not only have a infrastructure where he's going to be able to bring life to his image, and people going to have to basically bow down to it. He's giving life to it because look at the advancement of the technology. Hey, there was an article that showed that 10,000 people signed up to volunteer to take the Neuralink brain chip.
Yeah, I seen that.
10,000 people. So these people, they ready for it.
That's the mark of the beast.
Because they seeing through the tests that they've been using with that technology. Oh man, that brain chip, it's enhancing memory, it's doing this, it's doing that. So it's like a miraculous thing.
Yeah. And those 10,000s will influence millions. You know, say you got some person that, oh, this guy was autistic, or this guy was whatever, and they see that pseudo miracle that this devil performs with this left-hand technology. What are they gonna do? Like, man, I want to sign up for that. How much is it? I can get financed. You know, that's what they're gonna do. And it's a trap. It's all a trap. And you got to have eyes to see what the hell is going on, man. Mainly amongst you Jakes, man. Because our people are so fucking gone, they just follow this devil. They're gonna follow this devil right over that cliff.
And you see the robots are rolling out at the same time.
It's 2 Thessalonians 2:3, and it reads, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first."
And you should, I was gonna have you jump, but you should just
Where the top?
all the way down. No, where you at? Just keep reading all the way down.
Can I read in the NLT? This verse 3 in the NLT. "Don't be fooled by what they say, for that day will not come until there is a great rebellion against the Most High, and the man of lawlessness is revealed, the one who brings destruction."
And a lot of you got some people that are misinformed because they don't understand the scriptures, and you even got certain scholars that'll say, "Oh, that's talking about Nero." That's not talking. Even though when Paul was on the scene, you had Nero. He was Caesar around that time, but that's not what he was addressing. It's talking about there's going to be a time when this man is going to be revealed as the man of sin, and he's going to have all these different things going. All right, and it's going to further get into it, how that the Lord's going to allow him to reign, and while he reigns, you're going to start to see and pick up on how this man, literally, he has to be the man of sin through his works, through his actions. All right, go ahead.
It is in NLT as well. "He will exalt himself and defy everything that people call the Most High God and every object of worship. He will even sit in the temple of the Most High, claiming that he himself is a power."
Yep.
"Don't you remember that I told you about all this when I was with you? And you know what is holding him back, for he can be revealed only when his time comes."
When his time comes. It's an appointed time, but hey, at the end, it shall speak and not lie. You know, so like when we go into the mark of the beast prophecy, what man would have had the power, the authority, and the control and the technology to implement that? They didn't have it back during the time of Nero. That didn't come up during the time of the first beast.
And this man didn't have control over the whole planet.
Exactly.
Back then, he was in control, but it was places that he ain't touched yet, where people were inhabiting. Yeah, like the Americas.
Yeah.
I had that. I'm gonna read it. It's a little bit. Oh, Slacky, bro. Slacky.
You got more.
Yeah. It's this is verse.
All the way down to
Yeah, I'm
verse 9.
gonna go back to the KJV. This is verse 6. It says, "And now ye know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way.
Yep.
And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth."
Can I say something? When it says until he be taken out the way, you can't skip to that part. Because he's like, we can't just be like, oh, well, I'll just sit around and do what I've been doing until you get taken. No, that ain't how this works. We have to be occupied in prophecy. And what did he say? You know, knowing, how does it go in Peter? Say Peter?
Knowing this.
What did he say? Before that, it says, and that knowing that all elements shall burn with fervent heat, what manner of persons art thou to be in all holy conversation and godliness. So we got to be rehearsing our conduct in the righteousness of the scriptures while we're patiently waiting for Yahweh Shah to take this man out.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like you can just sit around, well, I'm not in the camp, I'm not into this or that, I can just sit back and keep getting my money, or I can put the chip and take it out. Nah, you're going to have to choose, and now's the time to choose.
I want to add what you said on Jeremiah, the first chapter. The Lord said he sent Jeremiah to tear down and build up. So basically, Jeremiah had to prophesy. You know, he had to actually put in that work in order for the kingdom of Babylon to be brought down.
Yeah.
You know, so we're doing the same thing we're doing now, man.
Right.
You know, same thing as the prophets did before time. You know, before in the ancient times.
Yep.
We're doing the same thing. Us by being out here, the so-called white man going down.
Yep.
You know, that's how the Lord set it up. This is the ultimate protest that we're doing.
Yep. Right.
You know.
These protest cries are heard.
Yeah, right.
You got it, bro.
There's verse 8. It says, "And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth."
Where the, like you said, where the spirit of his mouth consuming him and tearing it down. Okay, how else would you know that the white man was the goddamn devil if nobody told you and showed you out of the Bible?
Yeah.
We have to show you that this man's the devil. Look at his moves. Look at his track record and his history. He's the devil, and us that follow any of his ways are following in wicked and devilish ways. That's why we have to change how we move. Now I'm not trying to go away from the point that it's getting to, but this man is in full deception mode, and if you're aligned with his thoughts, you're gonna follow him. You got it.
It says, "And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders."
There it is.
Yeah.
So these are the things that he would personify, and the fact that, you know, we got to be at the end, because look at the things that he's able to do now. This dude is bringing back dead celebrities and having them show up at world wrestling matches.
Yeah.
This is what he's doing now. You know, you can, through AI, you can, you know, conversate with the dead now.
Yeah, with your dead relatives.
You can, you know.
Have a visual on your dreams.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You could face swap on FaceTime.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, all these filters and not just the filters, just the whole AI, chat GPT, how you can, you know, you can put your face on a celebrity's face and have them say what you want them to say. All this, it's deception, it's demonic. You know,
How many years ago was that when Jordan Peele did the Obama impersonation? And you know, remember?
Yeah.
That was like almost 10 years ago.
yeah.
Something like that. How much more has the technology advanced now? You know?
They
So
always,
we're right there.
I say they always show you that Will Smith eating the spaghetti as the beginning of AI, and now versus now, it's like night and day. So they're progressively getting more wicked, getting more deceptive, where you can't tell what's
real.
and what's not.
That lady that I saw choke the bear out, bro, that shit look real. Just know that, you know, she had the bonnet, the full, everything. the smoke detector beat in the background, the whole nine. You know, like everything was, this is how detailed they can do it to make you really believe.
Continuing, this is verse 9. It's like in verse 10. It says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall send them strong delusion, that they shall believe a lie.
That's 2/3, man.
You're gonna send them under strong delusion that they should believe a lie. You know, mental strain, and it works on a daily basis. Because people sitting down and they consuming all this mainstream news, social media and it's all controlled information, bias controlled information. You know, you can't even get true information unless you got to go to alternative sources.
You gotta look hard.
You got to look real hard, yeah, because they control the algorithm. So people are getting lied to constantly. You know, I look at every time I see a so-called mass shooting, on something happened and it was a mass shooting. The moment I see 6 people dead, I pay attention to the numbers. That's how I know there's something significant going on. It's controlled.
Or 9.
Yeah.
Or, you know, 6, 9 upside down.
Or 13.
13.
33, or you know.
Yeah, like that one incident a few months back. The Jake that allegedly went to that building in New York. He came from out here.
Yeah.
And they said he got all the way up to the 33rd floor.
Yep.
I was like, yeah, this.
Look, walking
that's
through the
bullshit.
courtyard with a big ass rifle, got to the 33rd floor. Nobody stopped.
And we seeing the footage or whatever, but that could be AI. Can't believe shit. But people are gonna have a strong delusion that they should believe a lie. That's why the Lord was giving that warning when he's talking about how you're gonna have false prophets and false messiahs, and they shall do wonders. That if it be possible, they shall deceive the very elect. That's how high level deception is gonna be out here.
And let a AI, Project Bluebeam hologram of Yahweh Shai come out.
Man.
Jake gonna believe. Hey, we gonna be like, hey, only way we know it ain't him is if it ain't the destruction that's supposed to
the
come.
only way was gonna know it's not him is the prophecies.
Yeah.
Because if it come up right now,
before
we're gonna like, come on, man, ain't no MOTB, ain't no World War III, you know. But go back, you got
No, that's the point. You got
You got Israelite groups that use the AI to to put out a certain image of our Lord, man. And that's wicked too, man. You know? Yeah, man. Yeah, even of itself. That's the primary. Try to uplift yourself like you're a god or something. You know, you're supposed to stay humble, man. But they keep using the same technology Esau using to, try to catch Jake in to their congregation.
same deceptive tactics, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I looked up on ChatGPT. It says, how would artificial intelligence play a role within ancient Idumea?
Now, if I can say about ChatGPT, we know it's a deceptive system, but for the time being, we can use it.
Yeah.
But it's about what our intent of using it. We're using it against itself while it's still filtering through the internet. For the most part,
it's a deceptive device.
right? And eventually, we'll cut off the right answers and have a certain standard or narrative of answers that will be given. We'll know the difference because we're only asking it the stuff that we know the answer to the spirit of
We
anyway.
just wanted to elaborate on what we know.
Exactly.
You know? But yeah, we're ultimately just using it as a tool to further what the prophecies speak of, man. We were giving it the answers.
And true.
Essentially, we're asking the questions with the answers within it, and just saying, okay, go through this historical context and give us details about what we're talking about.
Humbly, we're smarter than ChatGPT.
Right.
Okay.
You know, because the things that he said, like the things we know, we're just asking it to confirm.
Yep.
We know about the history. We know about certain things. You know, we know. Hey, we know what the MOTB is. ChatGPT.
Yep.
They tiptoe around it.
Yep. It could possibly be
Right.
this thing. You know, there's no evidence saying. Yeah, there's plenty of evidence saying.
It's like a tool used to prompt. You know,
Yep.
it's like we
Exactly.
pretty much encouraging Esau's tongue to fall upon himself.
Right.
You know, that's why the scriptures going into your point. Like the scripture says, we use the word as not abusing it. Just like the internet itself. The internet it's a tool that we use, and especially to forward this ministry. But at the same time, it can get very wicked if you don't know how to balance it out.
We was talking about being a portal last night. You know, because
You gotta have discernment when using it. You know, have discernment.
Yeah.
You know.
Whatever we do.
Is it how would artificial or artificial, as Elder Yashwan called it, artificial Idumea, artificial intelligence play a role within ancient Idumea? And it says it gives ancient Idumea being Edom, right? It says administration and taxation. It says the historical reality is Idumea was often under foreign rule and paid tribute. Clay tablets in Ostraka recorded taxes. Now it says AI could automate record keeping, scanning tablet inscriptions, estimating yields, forecasting harvests, and ensuring fair tribute distribution.
I love the way you asked that question. And this is how you outsmart Google, chat, and all of that. You gotta ask it certain questions, and it'll paint a scenario giving you the answer that you're really looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Good question.
Sure.
And what was that in the Obadiah? How are the things that Esau sought out?
Yep.
Oh, secret things.
Secret things searched out, but yeah. He's in this time where he has to be revealed before he goes down. That's what's happening. You got it.
Another aspect was trade and logistics, and we understand that market or that avenue is already being AI automated, right? It says the region lay on trade routes from Arabia to the Mediterranean. It says AI systems could optimize caravan routes, predict market prices for copper, frankincense, or grain, and detect fraud in weights and measures.
Detect fraud.
Yep.
That's what this system is this digital system is going to also, in their eyes, prevent. Where they track everything. You ain't gonna be able to cheat on your taxes no more. Ain't gonna be no, I work for so and so under the table. You know, everything gonna be on record. You know, and that's what they tried to attempted to do in the ancient world. The Romans tried to do with the tablets. That they put everything on a clay tablet, and your tablet was kind of like your ID. But that's what they're gonna do with the whole digital system with this.
That's why it's biometric digital
Right.
ID that they're improving into right now.
Yep.
It's one stage closer to the full implemented system of that.
And that's how we know we're in the last times.
Yep.
End times, because they have the technology now to achieve that.
Yep.
Okay. Another aspect speaking on is military defense. So it says Idumea's fortresses guarded trade and borders. Predictive analytics could track enemy movements or optimize fortress placements using terrain data, right? Now I went further to say give me more information on military defense in a micro and macro sense, because we understand that that's going to be a huge tool Esau is going to use in order to corral the people and fight against them in the days that we're coming into now, man, right? So it says on a micro scale, battlefield and tactical level, it says real-time decision support in battle. AI linked to scouts could track troop movements, predict enemy flanking, and recommend repositioning light infantry versus chariot forces. I like how they said chariot too, because ultimately, hey, that war in heaven. But he ain't gonna be able to do nothing against you. I was shouting the angels, but nevertheless, hey, the chat brought it up, man. Hey, we know that a lot of major cities, Vegas did it. It's another city. Shit. Was it Pittsburgh? Or another city that brought out basically their police forces now having drones incorporated within it.
Yeah, they're doing it in L.A.
Yeah.
They're doing it out here,
It's another city.
and I think they're doing it in. I want to say, I think Pittsburgh, if I'm not mistaken.
Kind.
One of the cities on the east. But now it's starting to become it's a phenomenon where now all these different local police departments are now adopting that new type of force of putting drones out there over the city to police the cities. So that's what's happening right now.
You say Florida?
No,
No, it said,
Florida was one of them.
It said drone technology to assist responders to school shootings is set to be trialed in Florida. So add Florida to that list also.
Yep.
It's in Newark, New Jersey.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Right. Continuing to like it. It says surveillance and early warning. It says the historical practice of human lookouts on hills or towers, scan for dust clouds or signals, AI drones or stationary sensors, thermal or vibration, detect enemy movement and send alerts via encoded beacons. The system could calculate direction, speed, and expected arrival time. Same thing that the drones are doing now, right?
They can look through walls when it says thermal.
Yep.
They can look through walls and see who's there. So you really can't hide. Y'all can hide my house. Like, nah. Technology is too advanced.
Right now, the police knock on the door. Need you to open the door to know how many people in here, such and such here. You know, you come do those bounty bonds or whatever you do. Now I'm gonna just look through the house and just see that there's 5 people. Who else is here? Nobody, just me.
It just hover before they even had to call a unit out. Like, is anyone home? Send a drone out there to check.
Yep.
You know, no one's home. Okay. Oh, it's 4 people in the house. Okay. You know,
See.
do they have guns? Do they have firearms?
Yep.
They're gonna know all this shit. And a nigga really think that they're gonna fight against this man in this system in a carnal way.
I don't know if y'all saw, but some nigga online, he was basically clowning Chicago for not keeping the same energy. He said, we in New Orleans, we different. Read about what happened during Katrina. Well, we sent them running. We sent those troops running. Bullshit, man. You have no idea what, and that was 2005. We in 2025.
Thank you. It's different, bro.
It's way different now.
In Katrina, Esau was hunting Jake ass.
Yeah.
After he broke those levees, man. He was literally going in their boats, and Jake that needed help, he was offing them, man. So y'all wasn't doing nothing, man.
Yep.
Jake,
Carrying TVs over the water.
Jake full of shit, man.
Simple as.
Yeah, but the Lord, he gonna do something dramatic, you know, to wake these these Jakes up.
Yep.
What's that? Genesis 49.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Shall rouse them up.
Exactly. Judah lion was a lion's whelp. Who shall wise him up? So the Lord gonna do something to rise you Judites up and the rest of the tribes up to be carnal to this so-called way.
Yep.
But that's only 2/3. I'm not talking about the elect. The elect, we just gonna sit back, keep the faith, and watch the prophecies unfold. Man.
We're already spiritually roused up.
Yep.
And that's why we got the spirit on to do what we're doing. You got it.
Yeah, weapon optimization. It says ancient Idumea used bows, slings, siege engines, required skill. It says AI guided adjustments on tension, angle, and wind compensation
Yep.
for ballista or catapults can make smaller garrisons far deadlier. Meaning he doesn't need as much firepower as far as men.
It's so accurate.
Now he has the use of robots who accuracy is 100%, so to speak. It was that Edomite. It was a video. I know I did a lesson on it. I think other brothers did a lesson on it as well. Of an Edomite, he was basically on top of it was like a square box, and there was a machine gun on that box, and basically he automated this machine, put in a certain algorithm to where it would, launch at every degree, at every angle, and shoot with pinpoint accuracy, man. And he had balloons as targets, but he is gonna use that for regular people,
You
man.
got that technology.
Yeah, go ahead.
With the C-130 Hercules, all you can just put in the different coordinates, and that fucking big ass gun on there just blow the shit up. Got the certain target put in the computer. That's it.
Get Ezekiel 21.
The elders, speaking of how Esau has a technology where they put the chip in the pilot's brain,
Yeah.
and it just moves where they shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So come on, we're going to need a higher power.
Yeah.
to defeat this man. And we're the strongest, greatest nation on the planet. But we can't
know that.
Yeah, they know that, but we can't defeat this man at his own game.
Because and that's just real quick while he's grabbing that precept, whoever got it, but that's the whole point. He knows we're physically stronger, you know, in so many other physical ways. That's why he has to go to those other levels to combat us, and then he's gonna go over the top with technology. Y'all got it.
That's kind of easy.
Brother got that.
Ezekiel 21.
Yeah.
I mean, where do I start?
Start at 8.
Ezekiel 21 and 8, it says, again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, say, a sword is sharpened and also furnished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furnished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth?
Yeah. Question. Should we then make mirth? You know, you in the spirit of still trying to get lit, trying to get the party lit, trying to turn up. Because Esau, he's making plans. You don't see these toys he's rolling out. You don't see how militarized your law enforcement is. You don't see. Y'all remember the first purge? Them niggas thought they was holding it down in the hood. Niggas had all they had they assault rifles. They had their guns or whatever.
They had
thought they
more
was
than
gonna
most
hold they.
niggas had.
Yeah.
Why you think that the what was it? You said the picture of National Guards in Chicago can be fat and out of shape?
Yeah.
Cause they ain't gonna do no fighting. They just gonna put a drone up in the air, put a robot out there.
Yep.
You know. That's why Esau's not tripping on the military numbers are worse down than they ever have been. Y'all don't worry about it. Okay, we just need this amount, and then the rest will use the robot dogs.
Right. Yeah, I mean, at this point, he, like you saying, he doesn't need human flesh when he has the technology now. You know, it was in Jeremiah where it says that your mighty men have forborne to fight. Your mighty men, they become like women. So a lot of these Americans, they're not even fit for that type of combat. So what do we have? He has the technology. It's gonna do damage.
But also, even if, okay, let's say you don't want to, right? But he's incentive. What's that word?
Incentivizing.
Incentivizing.
Incentivizing. Yeah.
People to join his side, because if you join ICE, you get a bonus, you get debt forgiveness, and now you're on the winning team,
Right.
So people are actually willing to give up their morals and whatever values they had to be on that team where they're guaranteed a paycheck, they're guaranteed food and protection. That's happened throughout history. People who are normal, regular citizens end up joining the bad side, the bad guys. Because they're looking out for their survival.
That quote that you always quote.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
You gonna read it?
By Benjamin Franklin.
Yep.
They that can give up essential liberty to obtain a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety.
Right. Ben Franklin. That's an old adage.
Yep.
And I was thinking about when you talking about it, I was thinking about the movie, it was almost a prophecy in the movie They Live. Because they said it. They said everybody usually they come up and all of a sudden they prompt you, and then all of a sudden you join the winning team. And he even used that word, winning team. Isn't there the old bum dude when he had the suit on? Remember he had the tuxedo on at the end when they was in the main building having that the banquet hall doing the thing. We just defeated the Western Elite Alliance or whatever. the shit was, you know, the resistance, and it's just that way. Okay.
Yeah,
That's how it goes.
And for the longest time, it's been famous celebrities, you know, of our people that joined a winning team.
Yep.
But what happens at the end?
Yep.
You know, you lose.
Yep.
That's not going to be any different in the end of days. You know, if those of our people who decide to join this devil and his army, right, they're going to be disappointed.
Yeah, because the Lord's going to disappoint the devices of the crafty, that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. This man does not have the power to go toe to toe with the Most High, man. All right, he's going to be reminded that he's flesh. He's flesh. You know, but they're going to think because this devil have what we're speaking about, and a lot of people fear him. They're going to think that joining him is joining the winning team.
There's safety.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Can I make this point? Hey, we fear the power of the Heavenly Father and the power that He's given Eve. We fear that so much that this is what we're doing. Because if you're not locked in with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, this man is gonna get you. With everything we're talking about, this truth right here, and this faith is the only belief, only thing you got to only protection, only hedge of anything that you can escape the destruction that this man is coming with. This is what we're out here. And I just want to put the pieces of the puzzle that we're putting together for you. Yeah, this man's got it all. He's got all the technology, all the surveillance, all the weaponry. He got all this. He got it. But the Most High is the Most High.
Yep.
And He said that He would give it to him, and He would allow us, those that were, you got it?
I got a precept.
No, you got it.
Got in this 2 Maccabees 9,
Yep.
and I'll start here at verse 11. It's like at 10, because it's speaking about Antiochus Epiphanes. But
No. I'm thinking another one.
yes, like there's 2 Maccabees 9, and it's speaking about Antiochus, right? This is verse 10, and it reads, "And the man that thought a little afore he could reach to the stars of heaven, no man could endure to carry his intolerable stink." Right? So due to his pride, and him, ruling in that Grecian empire, him having armies, him having wealth, he thought of himself as a god upon the earth, man.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why it says, "And the man that thought a little afore he could reach to the stars of heaven, no man could endure to carry his intolerable stink." Ultimately, Yahweh Shema Shai plagued him to the point where he gave him gangrene and rotted his insides from out, man. And he literally had worms, exiting and entering his body.
Broken without hand.
Yeah.
Smelled horrible.
Exactly. It says here, therefore.
That's why, because he's trying to convert the Israelites into a wicked ass religion under his consent. That's where he fucking primarily went off. That's why he got that stinky ass disease.
I'll go up and read that. This 2 Maccabees 9 and 4. "Then swelling with anger, he thought to avenge upon the Jews the disgrace done unto him by those that made him flee." Speaking of Antiochus, speaking of Judas Maccabees, man, in the army that he fought against. It says, "Therefore commanded he his chariotmen to drive without ceasing, and to dispatch the journey, the judgment of the Most High now following him. For he had spoken proudly in this sort, that he would come to Jerusalem and make it a common burying place of the Jews." Yeah. And he basically say, I'm on their heads, man. And I gotta take their souls. Ultimately that's what he thought. Right? So going back to 11, it says, "Here therefore being plagued, he began to leave off his great pride, and to come to the knowledge of himself by the scourge of the Most High Yahweh, his pain increasing every moment. And when he himself could not abide his own smell, he said these words, It is meet to be subject unto the Most High Yahweh, and that a man that is mortal should not proudly think of himself if he were a god."
See that? That's Psalm 9 and 20. Let the nations fear you, that they know that they're just men. He's going to be reminded that you're just you're a fucking you're a cave beast.
And he
You're meant to be in subjection. You're really not meant to rule. The Lord is just using you as an example.
And the scriptures also tell you how man's loins are the Most High. And it's another precept that speaks about how the Most High, he seals your instructions in your sleep so that he may withdraw pride from it.
And we think about Daniel, 4th chapter, when he says, how's it go?
It's decreed by the watchers.
It's decreed by the watchers that to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and set up the basis of men.
Set up over it whom he will, even the basis of men.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. Whom he will. And then you tied into all of those, you can extrapolate that. Hey, he sets everybody up to do what he gonna have them to do.
Right.
And when their purpose is fulfilled,
He's done with it.
he's done with them. Next, now who I got set up?
And the elites ain't gonna acknowledge.
Right.
They ain't gonna acknowledge the power over them until we slap chains on them. Until they'll get them out them bunkers, man. Yeah, when they go into slavery. It's like Antiochus acknowledged, he ain't the only power. It's a power higher than him. Hey, when he was catching hell.
Yeah.
So when the elites catch hell, that's when they slap the chains on. That's when they're on line. Okay, yeah,
Right.
yeah, you're over me.
As of right now, they've been trying to erase the memory of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, attacking his people biologically and spiritually, mentally, physically.
Right.
But
Yeah, we're the right of his inheritance. So if he's trying to get rid of his people, the Lord's chosen, then you're trying to get rid of the Lord's monument. Because we're his heritage, man. He's our possessor.
We're supposed to be in our rightful state. We see that process is still in process of making us that glorious monument. That when people see us, they see, they have instantly the fear of the Most High. They understand that there's a higher power on sight. It's more what's the word? More not sincere, more strict. For lack of a better word, I can't think of the word I wanted, but it works better than having fringes in the border of blue.
Like more effective.
More effective, right? And it's for all the people to understand that there's a right way to live out here, and we're a living example of that. Okay, and this is why we're trying to persuade men with the terror of the Lord, showing you that this is what this man is doing, because the Heavenly Father wants him to do this, so he could test you and then learn to trust that he put the Spirit in you.
See, what the Lord's people, we know him through his wisdom. We know him through we know him through his mercy. We know him through his judgments. These other nations, they only know the Lord through his terrible fear, his terrible judgments that he executes. Like Egypt, when he plagued Egypt, that was when that's how they knew our God, our Heavenly Father.
That's how the reputation of the Most High
Yeah.
grew globally.
Yeah.
Of the known world during that time.
Yeah.
Because when Joshua sent the two spies, they said, "We heard of what your God, your power, did to the Egyptians."
Yeah.
So if they heard it in the land of Canaan, how much more the rest of the heathens in various different places of the known world?
It's what made Rahab the harlot.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's what made her pretty much like she understood who she was encountering.
Yeah.
And because of that fear, she submitted. And she had that confidence, like, you know what, I already know who y'all are. I already know your God. He is to be feared. He is. So hey, y'all, go ahead. Just hey, have a spot for me, and when y'all set it all up.
Because the Egyptians in that time was how Esau is now. They were like, no one fucked with the Egyptians. They had these great pyramids, this great civilization, this great magi's, and a massive army. So it's like, man, we pay tribute to them. When they were taken down so easily like that, and how it happened, it went viral, put it like that, during those times.
Without the internet.
Without the internet. And people was like, shit, we okay, what you need? Are we okay? The Israelites?
Some people were still hard-headed too.
Oh yeah, Esau.
But they were meant to set up to be destroyed. You guys know?
I got two actually, but that's what we trying to remind our people. That's what the Lord is trying to remind his people through the prophets, man. That all you got to do is just be obedient, and everything else gonna be taken care of, man. I got real quick. I got Isaiah 51, starting at verse 12. I am he that comforteth you. Who art thou that thou shouldest be afraid of a man that shall die, and of the son of man which shall be laid as grass? Going into the point that everybody is making, man. That yes, don't make no mistake about it. This man does have some power, man. He does, he has a certain position in the earth right now to where he's able to destroy. That's what he was set up to do. But at the same time, the scriptures tell you that, even though this man he beareth not the sword in vain. It says if you pretty much, just to paraphrase it, if your works be pleasing unto the Most High, you ain't got nothing to be worried about. But if you do evil, then be afraid.
To go with what you said real quick, another precept that came to mind was from the Lord alone belong the issues from death. So even this man's power to put people to death, and that's in his spirit, he can't do it without the Lord giving it to him. Because he would, with Job, he would have took Job out if he could have, if that wasn't in the rules.
Oh yeah.
Of that experiment.
Job is a great example to the man in his truth of losing everything. Like he had riches like we couldn't even think of. And he lost it all. He caught hell at the beginning and he was feeling some type of way, but he went through the fire. And that's what the elect. That's what we want. We want to make it to the in the chariots. That's what we're gonna have to do.
Let you get it right back, and that's what we're imploring you to walk through this fire, man. Walk through this fire of adversity, so you don't have to go through or separate from yourself and all your flesh, so you don't have to go through the fire of the physical fire, the punishment in a later time. You got it.
And if you're not ready to walk through that fire, don't fucking come around, man. At the end of the day, because that's what this is about. Counting the cost, understanding what you're a part of. That in order to get to that great kingdom, we got to go through the fire. The basis of, like you mentioned, Job, the basis of Job's story is faith. Just like it's a pleasing thing unto the Most High to have faith, what's the opposite? If you're faithless, if you don't believe, then the Lord ain't gonna deal with you.
Lukewarm and nice cold, right?
What's that scripture in Second Nationals, I believe it's where that there's only one man can answer.
I got it. 7. But you still reading, right?
Yeah, you can get it.
This is 2nd Ezra 7, and I'll start at 6. There is also another thing. A city is built and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once.
That's that's talking about the kingdom, and basically that place where you could fall on one side or the other. It's talking about this fucking place right here, America. There's so many things out here that could pluck you out of the truth, man.
Yeah,
There's so many
all type of
things.
distractions and stumbling blocks, things that can sway you away from this truth. You got the cares of this life, all this, the riches of this world, lust of the flesh,
Not wanting to be in adversity, wanting to just eat only good vibes.
That's Jake, man.
Yeah.
Oh, they was hoping for
Tribulation.
a rapture. Hoping for a rapture so they wouldn't have to go through the straight gate. Hoping that we didn't. What them niggas say? We didn't went through enough already.
Yep.
Going through slavery, the slavery was a punishment. Okay, slavery was we were disobedient. We needed it. As harsh as it was, we needed that. We needed that harsh punishment. But this time, Jacob's trouble is about us going through that fire, and ultimately making us white, making us clean, making us worthy to be in the presence of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
Go ahead.
that's why this position that we have, man, for us to be able to understand what we understand, it's a blessing, man. Because it's like the scriptures say, it's through the mercies of the Most High that we are not consumed. You know, through this walk, man, you can be pulled away from adversity. You know, shit just happening, and you can get offended or disgruntled by that, and you can also be pulled away through lust. So it's all kind of shit that we fight, man, and it's the Lord putting the spirit on us to endure through everything. Because the average person is just not gonna make it.
God, and also, it says that only one man can enter at a time. Hey, eventually, every single one of us you're gonna have to work out your own salvation, man.
Fear and trembling.
Fear and trembling, man. Because we're not always gonna be able to assemble and come together and admonish and you know, pretty much correct and encourage each other. No, it's the time is coming where we're pretty much gonna be on our own. It's you and Yahweh Shem Yahushai and the angels. You know?
Real talk. You really pretty much on your own right now. We in this truth by ourselves. Our women are with us, but they don't see like we see. So you really in this by yourself. You know, it's you know, and it's a good thing. You know, because you got, like the brother said, you got to work out your own salvation. Because someone could be with you for a while and then they just, you know, they ain't feeling it no more or whatever their excuse is. You still got to keep pushing. You still got to keep going.
Right. Every time we heard Apostle Hart say, "Hey, it was good. It's a good dude, man, good brother," but then when he was just speaking about it, he ain't around. He gone.
Right. And Apostle Gabar, he always says, "Hey, man, it's okay to be alone.
Yeah.
It's okay to be by yourself.
It's empowering you.
You know,
Look at it the right way.
to not need somebody there with you all the time. You know, we got to get used to being alone. Okay.
Being alone helps to build you up anyway. It helps you get closer to the Lord. Because when you're alone, you should be building up your relationship with Yahweh Shem.
Hey, when we in that solitary space, we're praying, we're watching videos, we're reading. You know, all the things that benefit, meditating upon prophecy, upon scriptures, rebuking yourself. You know, we're doing all those things, because these are the tools that the Lord gave us in order to be built up, for the times that we're coming into, man. When you got your woman around you, it just becomes a distraction, ultimately. You know,
like nobody else is lucky. Nobody else is in the spirit unless we're together here, or we're at the live, or we. Anytime we're together, we feel like home.
It's spiritual talk.
You know?
Right.
But me being with my woman or anybody else, I'm just like, fuck, man. Like, there's nothing to talk about,
bro.
Yeah.
Say it again, bro.
Say it
again, bro. That's so real.
You can't talk to them about this.
Yeah.
They're not gonna understand.
That's the hardest thing. That's one of the hardest things ever about this truth. But that's the part you gotta master. You're gonna have to master knowing that you don't have no one to share this with. But who should you be sharing it with? Not even with one another, because we all kind of know it. We're all going through it, which we are that for that. But you're supposed to be sharing that through your prayers and with your Yahweh Shem Yahushai to build you up to be able to endure these things. Okay, and then knowing that the physical part of this is coming, man. Okay? I might have to wrestle this motherfucker to death. He put a gun on me, I wrestled it from him. Now I gotta have the mind to be like, no breaks. If I let him up, he gonna get up and try to finish me. You know, so I can't let him get up. But I don't have time to trifle with him, sitting around waiting on somebody else to take care of it. I gotta finish him off. Knowing that them days are coming, man. That when they say invading one another, for the lack of bread, that somebody may come in your house to try to take your food from your children, man. Take your children for food. Let's go all the way to the extreme.
Yeah.
Okay? So these are things that we can't, hey, man, guess what, man? Feed the baby good, you know, because we can't go talk about and then lead into a conversation about this. We can't go into that, about cannibalism, our children being out there trying to, you know, the kids wanting to play, but we can't talk about that. But we got to understand it, though. Okay, and prepare ourselves to be able to deal with that. And it ain't by doing martial arts and combat. It's about praying to Yahweh Shem Yahushai that He keep the spirit on you to be able to endure and deal with these things.
I got a quick clip on dealing with being alone. It's Psalm 60, Psalm 69 and verse 7. It says, "For I endure insults for your sake. Humiliation is written all over my face. Even my own brothers pretend they don't know me. They treat me like a stranger."
Yeah.
Yeah, meaning, being in this truth, even your own family, you're gonna be ostracized for the most part.
Yeah.
So if your foes is they of your own household, how much more alone are you gonna be?
Yeah.
All we have is just pretty much the brotherhood. When you're away from the brotherhood, you're really on your own. So it's basically you walking with Yahweh Shemel Shai, just as Enoch did, just as Noah did. It's basically you in intimacy with Yahweh Shemel Shai. Because you're not going to have that same intimacy with anybody else. Because the Lord chose us out of this world. So it's going to feel like you're on your own. Who you gonna, who you gonna counsel with?
Yeah.
These niggas out here and these false leaders.
This nigga smoking a blunt.
Yeah.
And drinking a King Cobra.
Yeah. Who you gonna
talk to
trust?
him, we're gonna break this down and orate it to him to comfort
Yeah.
yourself. And he gonna get it.
That's why I like when the apostles, like you mentioned the apostle, we did that lesson about being alone. Bro, I concur 100% because especially now, it's what else you gonna do? Who else you gonna hang around? It's so much evil energy. It's like that's the best thing to do is be by yourself and have that solitude and be able to build yourself up spiritually, man. Because it's so much corruption, there's so much negative energy out here. Separate yourself, especially now.
I got another one too. This is Job 19 and 13, and it says, "He have put my brethren far from me, and mine acquaintance are verily estranged from me. My kinfolk have failed, and my familiar friends have forgotten me. They that dwell in mine house, and my maids count me for a stranger. I am an alien in their sight." Yeah. Yeah, man. Get used to that. Get used to it. Now it's time for you to walk with the power, man.
Walk with faith.
Walk out. Yeah, walk with faith. That's what it boils down to. And a soldier's mindset is a soldier. Even though he has backup, he has other men, but a warrior is always in the mindset of, if I got to be on my own, I'm still going to survive. You're going to have survival skills, survival tactics, so that if he have to be on his own, he knows what he have to do and he knows what he's up against.
He stays calm.
Calm.
And when he's being tested,
Yeah.
it's always trying to remain calm when you're in a stressful situation. It's probably one of the best things you can do. Because you're able to actually make good choices in that moment.
Having that spirit of discernment. Because a lot of this shit that we stress about and worry about in this world ain't even that serious. Once this shit passes, you be like, damn, why was I tripping? A lot of nothing really matters in this world except this truth, except salvation. It shouldn't. You got kids, you got your woman, and all this other stuff. Yeah, you hope that they all be all right, but at the end of the day, man, this is the most important thing.
Bro,
What you say?
now I was gonna quote what Peter said.
Yeah.
Where else will we go? You have the keys to eternal
Right.
life. What else is there besides what being with you? The same
Right.
thing the apostle quoted about Paul. Apostle Tahar quoted Paul. Barbara quoted Paul. He was like, he was torn between being with the stand down need for the ministry to still finish the work with the ministry, but staying with the Father. And
He wanted to be in the spirit, in the spirit world.
So he was
they
catching.
better off.
He was catching help, but he knew he had a duty. He had a job to finish. The same way with us. We know we have to. We got a job to finish. We still gotta, still gotta put this work in.
Yes, it's ultimately through the straight gate, which the straight gate is basically the difficulty of having to walk that tight rope, following after Yahweh Shai's example, knowing that there's going to be affliction. There's going to be tribulation. All right, there's going to be hardship. Just imagine, you know, you just trying to follow one path. You only got one track mind, and you're not going to let nothing take you from that path. You're going the direct path that the Lord wants you to follow Him. Don't be surprised if you turn around and you turn this way or that way, and there's nobody behind you. It's just you.
Yeah.
Because you followed a long, difficult pathway that most people wouldn't take. Because people want to take shortcuts and easy routes. They want everything to be easy and comfortable. They're not going to be there when you turn around. So it's best to just keep your eyes single. You know?
Right, it's like walking a tightrope, man. Which is very difficult.
Yeah.
But imagine if knowing that if you fall, there's some fucking crocodiles down there, man, waiting to devour your ass. You're gonna focus. You're gonna focus, keep your eye, hey, you know, you're gonna try to get across, man.
You fall.
Try your best.
You fall. That's the equivalent of falling out. So you fall out of this. You fall this way or fall this way. You basically crucify Yahweh fresh. You took your hand off the plow. You know,
Your food, man.
because you were swayed one way or the other. Ain't nothing. A true man of the Lord, a true and sincere brother, is not going to be swayed or compromised by anything in this world whatsoever.
How he may please Yahweh.
And right now
a
we're
good soldier.
we're getting past these easier levels, you know. It's like it's that video game. We're getting past the easier levels. Okay, but it's only gonna get harder. You know, the difficulty is only gonna increase.
Like going back to what we was mentioning before about how this man is gonna he's gonna make sure that he's gonna ostracize and cut off everybody that's not coming up under his basically his image, his infrastructure. When he ostracized and pretty much denounce us and cut us off from society because we refuse to give our soul and give our body over to him, it's going to be that much more harder to maintain, because it's easier said than done. Right now we're used to internet. We got internet providers, we got smartphones, we got food in our refrigerators and freezers, we got ACs in where we live, you sleep in a comfortable bed, you got all these things, man. But just imagine when all that gets cut off now, because you're not about to see him. You're not about to get his all this digital shit he's trying to do.
It's going to get enticing because eventually we're all going to probably have some form of digital ID, but it's when do you draw the line, and when do you know to draw the line? A lot of these people is not going to know. Okay, now I draw the line, and drawing the line is not like just turning on a switch. Right. They go, okay, yeah, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. No, I don't want the MOTB. Like, nah, this devil going to tie any and everything that you love to his mark. Yep. Like, oh, I love this house. I just got this new house. I just got this new job. I got this car.
Well, hey, you need this many amount of social credits.
Yeah.
Scan your chip. Oh, he only worth this? Well, yeah, no, you could get a pod for that, but you can't get a house.
Hey, like the commercials, the Palantir commercials. You wake up, oh, you down 500 points. Yeah. Like, what? I just woke up. Yeah, I didn't do nothing. Hey, you didn't pay your taxes? Well, the nigga say your license is revoked. The doctor. Yeah.
Hell, that's some bullshit. I paid that.
Yeah.
Ain't no compromise.
It's gonna get real difficult, man.
And the thing about it is, people, the prophets, the seers, we see the end. Like, oh shit, we at the end. Yeah, fuck this shit. You know, we like that now. But these people don't see the end. They thinking like, well, I got to do this if I want to. Next step, you know, I just want to live my life and retire and.
Like you say, the prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. We hiding ourselves in the wisdom of the Lord, man. I got a quick one. Ephesians 6 and verse 13. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand.
I'm going to have you read that again. I'm going to say something, but I'm going to have you read that after I read a precept. And that goes back to the solo thing about being alone. You know, you can't put your whole family in that armor, man. You got to get in there alone. Ain't no room. You got to get in there and take care of business in that armor. Okay, and by you taking care of what you take care of, there you can, you know, they're protected through that armor. Okay, because you have the wisdom to know how to. Okay, let me make sure this and make sure that. You know, so on and so forth. Okay, let me read this. Then I'm gonna have you read it again.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
2 Timothy chapter 2. I'm gonna start up at verse verse 2. Yeah, it says, "And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also." So there's a criteria who you're able to talk to this with. Men that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. Basically, they already have something on their spirit. You're just filling in and edifying them to where they can get to a certain level. That's still don't mean you can talk to
educate
them.
them. Educate.
Yep.
Which educate from the Latin educare, which means to draw from within,
Right.
or to draw out.
Yep.
You know, we just out here stirring up their minds by way of remembrance through the word.
Right. Because we're only fishing for those that like this bait.
Exactly.
That can accept the bait.
Yeah.
The
And
bait
J-
is the fear of the Lord, and
Yeah.
the wanting, the desire. What did it say? The desire, the discipline
Right.
of righteousness, of wisdom.
Getting the wisdom, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and if you on the sidelines, you one of them dudes that just be watching the videos, and you like to make comments about where brothers is teaching at, or you know, you always have them sideline spectator
nobody
as
listening to
Israelites.
y'all.
Shalom.
You know, they're telling you how it's supposed to be done, but they not out there doing it. Man, shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing. If you're not out here doing this, if you ain't got your own ministry, you're not out here doing what the Lord required, you ain't got nothing to say, man. You ain't got nothing to say, man.
No videos, no nothing.
Yeah.
Do your own thing.
I'm starting to see a lot of that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Too many fucking fruitless channels when motherfuckers giving their opinion.
Everybody want to come in and
They
be
write-
like,
they write
no,
your
no,
whole paragraph.
You build it like this, and then you cut there, and then you, motherfucker, where your tools at?
Trying to teach us how to
Show
fish.
us.
Only recommend
Yeah,
you
where your fishing pole at? Yeah, show us.
Yeah.
Go pull out all them fish that you claiming that you know how to do. It'll show you how hard this is, man.
Yeah, or to be the niggas that repost a bunch of just bugged out shit.
Yeah.
You know, they'll comment and say something.
Go to their video. They don't got nothing.
And
Playlists,
yeah.
bullshit.
yeah.
You're not gonna get into the kingdom off of leaving YouTube comments.
And likes.
You know,
Trying to
that's
change
not how
what
you
we
gonna
think.
get in there, man.
Yeah.
You got to put in the work.
But before the work, you gotta be built
Yeah.
up and ordained by the Spirit to
Yep.
be able to do this work.
A lot of these people, they know something. They know too much to be a help. You know, a lot of them, they like, oh, but they don't want to show forth their faith by coming out or learning, or because a lot of them reach a certain level and then they just plateau off.
Yeah.
They go, okay, that's enough. Like a member of the IUIC, I don't bring them up, but they just reach a certain level and that's it. I mean,
No, they just know enough to listen to Nate.
they got the preset package.
Just flesh.
I got more on this. It says,
Yeah.
2 Timothy 2:3, "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Mashiach." And the Apostle Gabar always goes to that word soldier. The root word is solo. You got to be solo. And you think about the life of Yahushua, and I was thinking of, the Matrix came to mind, so many other things, particularly the third Matrix, but with the second one, when they went back to Zion. We got out the elevator, everybody's standing there in a line. Only the one little kid was running up, Neo, how can I help you? He was the only one that wanted to help somebody, to help them. Everybody else wanted something. So can you deal with that? Being the person that have built yourself up to, through the Spirit, of course, you were built up to such a level that you can now help others. That's what we do here. We're trying to build ourselves up that we can help lighten the burden of other men, whether through wisdom, physicality, whatever it takes. Okay? That's how this is supposed to work. The other side of this is everybody, when this major crop of fruit come in, the mixed multitude,
The 11th hour, or what do you call it? 12
yeah,
hour?
that last crop of the elect come in, imagine you that's in here now, what you're gonna have to do. You don't want to be one of them that's have to come around and find somebody and ask what's going on,
You got a head
or
start.
endure things. Yeah, we all. I ain't going down there. They got guillotines over there. I ain't going down there. They got the troops down. You know that you had to understand. If they don't know, they just running with the chicken with the head cut off. But the spirit is on to run into the man of the Lord. But imagine what them people gonna have to endure. You know, possibly being beheaded or whatever else before they get to it. So when the solo time is now, that you stay solo, that you can always revert back and be calm within yourself, that you can be quiet enough to hear the spirit and be guided by it. So when there's chaos, you still have that quietness within yourself to be able to do it, to hear it.
It's like that also goes into the point of not trying to just play the background and try to
Right.
ride off another brother, because
Right.
like you going into your same point, man. When the time comes when you alone, are you gonna be able to endure? You know, obviously it's up to the Lord if we endure or not. But are you gonna be able to apply everything? Are you actually gonna be able to apply? It's you can know whatever you know. You can know precepts. You can know, you can quote them, whatever. But at some point, we're all gonna have to apply.
Yeah, no, you got to be able to. All this training, basically, right here, we're training, rehearsing, because eventually the war is going to be real. The war is going to be in our face. So all this training, all this rehearsing that we're doing, it has to kick in at that very moment. You know, it has to be in us to know, okay, you know what? You know, the scripture says this. You know, the scripture says that. Boom, you make right there, you're making the right choice because the spirit is with you. You gather enough oil for it to last you till the Lord comes, man. You know, because we don't want to run out of steam, we don't want to run out of oil halfway through the battle.
One last verse on this. Verse 4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. So going back to that armor, when you put that armor on, not everybody can get in there with you. You have to first make it for your family to make it. You have to be built up to be the proper kind of guide to guide your family to salvation, to guide the next man to salvation. Okay, and you can't rush that process, but it has to. But it's sped up already. So you got to be attentive to that knowing that that's how you keep your eyes single. That salvation in the kingdom is how you're gonna get there. Okay, so it's an important thing for you to take that solo time and try to seek that solo time. And that's not according to what the world wants. Your family gonna want to hang out and be with you and see what you into. When they realize what you into, they ain't gonna want to be around, or they gonna want to pull you away and try to get you to do other things.
Right, when our faces are plastered on Most Wanted,
Yep.
or on the TV, talking about where, the
T
Reverend
or
Rest,
the ist.
talk about we're extremists,
Yep.
and we must be dealt with. And anybody who's harboring us or
Yep.
keeping us in their place, you're pretty much a partner in crime with us, and you will be dealt with. You can expect family members to not want to have you around. Yeah, so that fear is gonna. Since they don't have the spirit, they're easily gonna fall.
That's why I take upon myself to come close. Yeah. Why would I wait for you to, if you're not strong enough, you're not with me,
Right.
If I see you,
Yeah.
still in the world, I'm gonna go ghost on you.
Yeah.
Why would I keep you around?
Yep.
So you can rat on me.
You think about it, Esau's going to make it so believable that we're these terrible people. The people that know you, your own family, they know it's not the truth. But they're going to begin to believe, like, man, maybe they are right about these guys. Well, maybe they are, maybe they've been doing, Esau's going to make it believable through their, the things that we were talking about earlier, their pseudosciences and AI technology. They're going to make people, even your closest family members, people you live with, believe the bullshit. But hey, we ain't trying to convince them either. Shit, we just trying to, get right with Yahweh Shema Shah. That's at the end of the day. You
Yeah.
know, the Lord said that your family would come against you.
Right, and we're not community Israelites.
Yeah.
We're not community based. You know, where Jake, they think that this is some type of movement where we're gonna try to build some type of communal progress. You know, we're gonna set up schools and mentorships and dating counseling and
That farmland.
have a bunch of farmland and build properties and all this shit. No, man, that's not how you prepare for what's to come. You're actually preparing yourself to be laxed in a society when you do that. And you got certain Israelite groups, that's part of their initiative. They want to build here. So they're doing the opposite of actually preparing you for Jacob's trouble. The scriptures tell us, we always read it in 2nd Esdras, that in that time to be as pilgrims, get you ready to the battle, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. And any of these little things that you might have, be as one that you know you might lose it any damn way, so that you don't put your whole heart into it. You know, like going back to what Paul said, you know, that he was that the brother just read it about the affairs of this life, how you may please Yahweh Shai to be a good soldier. All right.
Let me read it one more time.
Yeah, read it again.
Yep. 2 Timothy 2 and 4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. Every
Right.
time I read that scripture, I think about the movie Dead Presidents.
Yeah.
He's like, hey man, so how your baby girl do? Man, I ain't got time for that shit.
Yeah.
You know, I deal with that when I get back home.
Yeah.
It's kept me alive, not thinking about those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he didn't want none of that focus and none of that feeling
Yeah.
to get involved.
He had tunnel vision on the task that he was dealing with, which
He was locked in too.
which was that war.
Yep, he was
Yeah.
locked in
You know.
that movie as far as being a soldier.
Yes.
Yeah. Real quick, I asked about what are the examples of affairs of this life, this
Oh, yeah.
civilian life.
Good.
In the chat GPT, it says they generally refer to earthly everyday concerns that can become distractions.
Yep,
These might include material possessions,
yep.
wealth and financial pursuits, career ambitions when they become consuming. And you get so tied up into your career that you ain't got time for nothing else. And now you tired, you drained. You don't even have time or energy for nothing else. Right? It says social status or approval. Some of these Israelite camps, they're too prone on trying to get societal approval with all these damn gimmicks.
Approval of the woman.
Approval of these women, approval of the so-called black community.
We was going into that earlier too about them walking hand in hand with these other fucking religions.
Yeah.
Bro, fucking IUIC. You just had a 1,000-man march here in Vegas where they marched from Doolittle Park to like MLK and some street.
No fruit over there.
No fruit.
None. Just a bunch
And-
of
and-
Wait,
but
you
guess-
go to MLK.
Bro,
That's just like,
Not a street.
bro. That's like point.
Bro.
That's not even a mile, bro.
Yeah.
bro. And mind you, you had the Black Panthers in that march. You had the NOI in that march. You had
Islam, let's get it.
Nation of Islam in that march. You had Greek fraternities in that march. You had black Freemasons in that march.
So they was all marching together?
Yeah, all
You might
together.
as well throw BLM in.
All together. You had RBG. They was walking around with their Pan-African flag, and then you see dudes in purple. What the fuck are you doing? You trying to appeal to this world. This is part of the affairs of this life that they refuse to leave, because they want the approval of men.
It says, have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
Rather.
Hey, be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
Man, that's simple. They don't believe. They're not going to believe what you believe. So why the f would you want to sit up there and have a conversation with them and talk to them about anything spiritual, because they're not going to get it, and we're not going to. Right, that we ain't on the same page. We're not on the same path. You know, it's simple.
But IUIC out there marching with them.
They building the Tower of Babel.
Yeah.
That's what
But
that
that
is.
shows you that they're not kingdom minded. They're not ready for the world to come. They rather it be right where they're standing, which is why they're trying to put so much into building here.
We're trying to separate. We're trying to further separate ourselves from the people of this world, from these other doctrines. You got more?
Yep.
Yep.
It says social status or approval. That's part of the affairs of this life. Entertainment and pleasure seeking.
Yep.
Worries about daily needs.
Yep.
These are not necessarily sinful in themselves, but when they take priority over spiritual devotion, they can hinder a believer's effectiveness.
Beautiful.
And then it gives precepts.
Somebody get Matthew 6, like 30.
That's the spirit.
They got it right there.
Yeah, it was one of the pre's, but brother could get it.
6 and 30.
Yep. Yeah, read that. We just talk directly about that.
Matthew chapter 6 and verse 30. Wherefore, if the Most High so clothe the grass of the field, which today is, and tomorrow is, cast it into the oven, shall he not
basically to be destroyed? If the field is dressed and all beautiful in the springtime, but come summer it's all burnt out, and then fall everything dies down, and then the wintertime is dead. If he clothed that and then come back to the spring and it got flowers and blooming and it's beautiful again, how much more his highest creation on the planet? You got it?
And tomorrow is cast into the oven, shall he not much more clothe you, O ye of little faith? Therefore take no thought, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink,
These are the daily tasks. You got it?
or wherewithal
Daily necessities.
shall we be clothed?
Yeah. All you're doing is you're worrying too much.
Yep.
You know, your mind is just set on mortal things.
You're pretty much
You know?
faithless.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have faith. You know, you're not, or if you do, it ain't built up to the level where it needs to be.
And because what happens if you're asking yourself, or you're asking the Most High, or whatever you're asking, what am I going to wear tomorrow? What am I going to do about food? Well, you should already be moving toward those things anyway. But your mind should be focused on listening to the Spirit of what the Father wants you to do. Okay, I'm already up, cleaning up my clothes, getting dressed or whatever. I'm already up, walking around looking for berries or whatever, whatever I'm looking for, something to eat. And I think there's a creek or a stream this way or something. I'm already up, moving around. But if the Father says, the Spirit says something to you like, hey, go this way, that's what you need to be locked in to hear that. Not about, I don't know, I can't hear nothing to my stomach. I think people say, don't say nothing to me. You know how they do without my coffee. That whole, I can't do nothing without coffee first.
Or
That type of,
you're not yourself
you
when you're hungry.
right. That's
nigga shit.
Like, you can't be on that. You gotta be, when you deprive yourself of those other things, your spirit is able to go further and lock in higher in the spirit.
You ever do something or working on something, like you ever do a painting and you've been maybe hungry, but your mind is so locked in on doing that, you're not worried about food. You're not, like, say it's a task you're doing. Like, that happens to me sometimes. When I'm doing something, whatever, something around the house.
Good.
It's like you're doing whatever it is. You're not worried about food. You tired. You may have worked that day and you still at whatever you're doing for another 8 hours until you get it done. Hey, that's how we are in this truth, man.
Yeah.
We gotta continue to fight. Yeah, we're not worried about all this other shit until
That stuff gotta get done.
it gotta get done. But
it's not a priority,
right
over your spirit. Like I said, your spiritual. I forget the word to use in the thing, but finish reading that.
And that's what highlighted that ultimate spirit was when we were in the wilderness. Once we got into the wilderness, Jake's anxiety went through the roof.
Yep. What we gonna eat?
because they thought the Lord was just going to lead them out there just to die off. Which, yeah, you did end up dying off, but it wasn't because the Lord just planned on just killing you off.
Right.
The Lord He led you just to test you.
Yep.
He tested you the entire time that you was out there, and you was provoking him.
Yep.
You saw what the Lord did for you
Yep.
when you was in the land of your captivity, and what he did to free you out of that captivity.
Yep.
So, of course, if he leads you,
You didn't appreciate it.
bro,
Yeah,
how the hell you lose faith all of a sudden?
That's like, you know how most of the scriptures compare the children of Israel to a woman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Women never satisfied.
Yeah.
She just delivered your ass.
Hey, and I didn't do it. You said you was hungry. I knew that. That's why I had you eat on the way out.
Yeah.
But then now I got you eating this manna coming out of nowhere.
Right.
It's
Water.
amazing.
Yep.
Oh, you still need meat? All right. But what did they say? You know, and then they'll smoke the rock from the water. But what did he say? Moses led us out here. That's what the quote was. Moses led us out
To
here
die.
to die.
That precept he reading is the same one that says, seek ye
But
first the kingdom.
he about to say
He
it
about
right
to
now.
read it.
Okay.
32, I think.
31. Therefore, take no thought, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or with all shall we be clothed? For
Yeah,
after
even have that mindset when you get cut off.
Yeah.
When we have to go off grid, and
Yeah.
you know we don't have the C-hip, so we can't get into places. We can't go grocery shopping no more. Still have that mindset. Take no thought. Don't even worry about it. You did all. The Lord had you all this time out there working for Him, but He gonna leave you to starve.
Right.
The Lord is. Paul said, "The Lord is not unforgiveful, unrighteous to forget your work, your labor of love,
Your works and labor of love.
your works and labor of love, that which you have shown."
The labor is not in vain.
Yeah, man.
The work do follow.
Yeah, man.
Kind to land back as well. It's a spiritual mindset switch. You know, to have the thoughts of victory in whatever you go through, man.
Yeah.
You know, like
Most adverse situations. Yeah.
kind. You know, when we see certain numbers, it's spiritual notes to it. You know, you see 7, okay, completion. You see 3, oh, it's understanding. You see 4, it's mercy.
Mercy. Yeah.
Hey, when you a lot of times when these people see 666, it's like, oh, that's the devil. When we see it, it's like victory over the beast. You
Yeah.
know, so it's we have to constantly. It's like the more you're in something, you know, your mind starts to mold around that purpose.
Yeah,
right?
right.
That's why the scripture says, set your hearts upon the things of heaven. You
Oh,
know,
yeah. I was gonna have him jump up to the 19th verse. You can jump up right quick.
Not on the things of the earth.
Yeah, 19.
Matthew 6:19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt.
Don't put your hope and trust in the things of carnality, in the things of the flesh, the things of the world.
kind. Because another thing as well, and I remember the elder said this a while back. I can't forget which elder exactly it was, but he said, all that we have up to this point, you know, the Yahweh Shema Shah gave you that just so you could push, man. Hey, whether it's the woman you have, whether it's the car you have, the job you have, all of this was destined for this point, for you to be built up to where you're at now, and the Lord is going to continue to build, man.
It's part of the grace
Yeah,
to help you make it through the grace.
As well as things that we don't got.
exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, because if you had what you wanted, hey, you'd be fucked up, man.
Right.
You know,
Right.
hey, if you wanted that extra $200, hey, who knows what you'd do with it?
Yeah.
You know,
It's $200, man,
Yeah.
changed everything.
Yeah, it changed the
Life.
game.
Changed the life.
You know?
$2 extra $100?
bro. You know, that makes a difference, but
Back in
that's
the day, it really changed.
Yeah.
like, but that's just the truth, man. You know, these are the thoughts that you have to have, man. As far as the victory, understanding that whatever we go through, hey, as the elders also been speaking, man, the Christians have hijacked our terms. The terms "let go" and "let God" it's an adjective, really. You know, because you have to be walking and you have to be comfortable in wherever Yahweh Shema Shai has you. Hey, He wanted you there, man. You know, it may be hard in a moment because, as the scripture says, how does it go? It says, things seeming to be grievous and not joyous, right? But ultimately, that's just the way a man's goings of the Lord, you know?
But they yielded the peaceable fruit
Yep.
that you were able to exercise thereby
Thereby, yeah.
and grow and exercise thereby. Basically, you're built up and your spirit is more refined, and your mind is more sharp about spiritual things versus carnal things, especially when you go without. Hey, anybody knows that if you brothers that have kids, when you keep your kids from certain things, you don't give them everything they want, they grow up to be better people, man.
Yeah.
And
Straight up.
And they appreciate things more.
Yeah, when they do get something, it's like, ooh, it's the greatest thing I ever had.
Yeah.
And it'd be something simple.
Even if
you know?
make them wait too.
Yeah, then you're learning their character, building certain characters in them. How much more the Heavenly Father?
Yeah, so something like food, that's what brothers was speaking about. That's little, man. That's nothing for the Lord to give you food. He can make it to where you're just not hungry the whole time through Jacob's trouble. You know. So hey, understand you can't box your how about Shemal Shayin.
And see, to back you up, because he's not just saying this. Didn't he? We only have a few fish and a couple loaves.
Bro, yeah.
And they had leftovers, bro.
Fed a multitude.
They had leftovers. Everybody had a morsel, and it was more than full. They had doggy bags to go, man. Just to say it. But go ahead and hit that 19 to jump back so we can hit his point.
Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through and steal.
Yeah, fuck material needs. Because this all just pertains to the flesh, man. You know, we're seeking for a world without end. Everything that we try to seek here is all temporary. Everything that you see eventually is not going to be. But we're yearning for the things that we don't see, because those things are eternal. That's what you should be focused on. Not to say that, you know, you're not gonna at times, as the scripture also say, not to defraud yourself. I think it's in the Apocrypha. It says, don't defraud yourself to do good to yourself.
Yep.
So every once in a while, there's nothing wrong with, you know, certain things that you might like. It's not sinful to indulge in those things, but you don't want to overindulge to where you're starting to lose yourself in it.
And you put yourself in a bad position.
The thing we're talking about is the focus, where your priorities are.
Exactly.
That your priority don't shift about taking care of yourself versus make sure the house of the Lord is taken care of. Jump back down.
Like when Paul said, all things might be lawful, but not all things are expedient.
Yep.
But he also said that he would not come up under the power of any.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
he's not going to let anything overpower him. Not a woman. All right, not a necessity. He said, I know how to be abased and to abound. You know,
But be content whatever state I'm in.
whatever estate I'm in. Yeah. So we gotta. That's why we gotta prepare ourselves, man. Whatever estate you in now, hey, prepare for that sacrifice. It's not going to be comfortable. It's not going to be easy. But hey, the kingdom is what you're thinking about the whole time. Where you're gonna have everything that you couldn't imagine. You know? Eyes have not seen and ears have not heard the things the Lord got prepared for those that love him. You know?
At that precept, Sirach 14.
Go ahead.
This is I'm reading the GNT. This Sirach 14 and 14. Don't deny yourself a single day's happiness. If there is something you want to do and it is lawful, go ahead.
So we're not telling you that, hey, just sit in the corner, you know what I'm saying, in the dark, you know, Buddhist monk fashion. Nah, man. You can, you know, you into certain things, you could do that. You got certain hobbies, you got certain things that you into, that's fine. Some brothers into music, some brothers, you know, they cook. Certain brothers, they do all type of stuff. They into sports, you know. But that's not your ultimate focus and priority.
I'll put that over this.
That's not your purpose, especially when it comes to this ministry. The ministry comes first.
You already know.
Oh. Yeah, let me finish this. Back in Matthew 6 and verse 32. For after all these things do the Gentiles seek, for your heavenly Father knoweth that ye need of all these things.
They already know. He knows the human body, what it needs. to keep you alive, to preserve you.
I got it.
So that shouldn't even be a worry. The disciples, they was traveling with Yahushua. They didn't have a actual a solitary place. They was constantly on the move. And he asked them before they came to apprehend him, when I sent you out there, you didn't take a purse, you didn't take a script, you didn't take nothing with you. Was any of you lacking the whole time? You know? So the Lord, he takes care of us, man. Which the brother, I'm pretty sure, he's finna finish it up.
Yep, Matthew 30.
If you got birds, they don't plant. They don't prepare food.
They sow not.
They don't sow. They
still
don't
get
water,
fed.
but they still get fed.
And when bees pollinate, they don't eat the pollen.
Right.
That's for somebody else to do. You know, to eat the nectar. That's a different hummingbird or whatever to eat the nectar of the flower.
To land back as well, in the book of Acts, because we understand, we're coming back into that time where, during the book of Acts, what the apostles had to go from house to house,
Yep.
you know, to preach the gospel of Yahushua rather than just be on the highways and hedges. They were fed by the believers, man. They were housed by the believers. So these same things are going to occur. You got a lot of people watching. Esau manipulates views, but there's a lot of men and women that watch who just aren't saying anything at all.
Yeah.
But when that time comes, Yahweh Shema Shah is going to lead brothers to those individuals, for them to do that work of actually serving and ministering unto the prophets, man.
Yeah, you had that all throughout the time of Acts. People, you had a support system, you had an administration, you had sisters that would lodge brothers in, feed them.
Welfare system.
You know, you had people that did well for themselves. They had businesses, so they would take their proceeds and they would use it to support the ministry. And the disciples, they didn't have to really. All they had to do was full time go and do the work.
Right. This was the body of believers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and think about it. We're going to come into that time where, you know, believers are going to help the men of the Lord.
Yeah.
They're going to see you and say,
supports.
Yeah,
helps.
supports.
Spirit gonna have us just go 2 blocks away from a block away from the grocery store or whatever.
Yep.
On the other side of the checkpoint or whatever, we just kind of over there, just kind of mingling with a crowd or whatever. And somebody that has access, you know, or has abundance may be like, hey, I know you, come on over, and you know, I got something for you.
Yeah.
You know?
That's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, meet me over here, and then come follow me to the house.
Yeah, Elijah had a room in that woman's house in 2 Kings.
Yeah.
Like his own room in the crib, man. You know, and he ended up healing her son, who actually had died. Brought him back to death. Brought him back to life. So like,
raised them up.
you know.
Yep.
So.
Anybody was holding something? I got some.
Go ahead.
Romans 16:1. I commend you. I commend unto you Phoebe, our sister, which is a servant of the church, which is at Centuria, that ye receive her in the Lord as becoming saints, that ye assist her in whatsoever business she hath need of you, for she hath been a succour of many, and of myself also.
Support means help.
Greet Priscilla and Aquila, my helpers in Yahushua, who have for my life laid down their own necks, unto whom not only I give thanks, but also all the churches of the Gentiles, which are the Israelite foreigners, the Israelites. Likewise, greet the church that is in their house. Salute my well-beloved Epanetus, who is the first fruits of Ashaya, unto Yahushua. Greet Mary, who bestowed much labor unto us. Salute Adronicus and Junia, my kinsmen, and my fellow prisoners, who are note among the apostles, who also were in Yahushua before me. Greet Amplius, my beloved in the Lord. Salute Urbane, our helper in Yahushua, and Stachys. my beloved. Salute Apelles, approved in Yahushua. Salute
These weren't
them.
necessarily the disciples. These were believers. Okay, he's reading a list of other people that are have a different role in the ministry, not just the educational part of the ministry.
These were people that they had occupations where they actually did well for themselves. They had a certain amount of wealth, and they wanted to distribute that amongst the ministry, the laborers, the workers. You know, the men that are out there, you know, teaching, you know, sacrificing their lives, you know, giving that time. So that's what you know, women like that represented. And that's what. It wasn't just women, but you know, you had certain women that had that role. Now it was also what he said to Timothy, where he said, those that are rich in this world be willing to communicate, willing to distribute, that you may store for yourself that foundation. If somebody can get that, 1 Timothy 6.
There's 1 Timothy 6 and 17. Charge them that are rich in this world that they be not high-minded.
Hey, let's get that word, because I don't want them thinking like, hey, bro, you owe me some money for that. That's not what it's talking about.
This 1 Timothy 6, verse 17. That word rich, it says charge them that are rich. The word rich here is, one second. Charge is G3853. Per angelo. It says to transmit, to declare, announce, to command. Let's go to the root word of that. It says a messenger, one who is sent, angelos, right? Angel.
Yeah, I heard. I think one of the apostles said it years ago. And said the Lord knows who to give money to, because it's either going to expose somebody for being stingy, or it's going. He knows how to give to the right person that knows how to distribute it.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna give you some. I'm gonna give you that extra $200 a month because I know you know where it needs to go. You're gonna figure out where it needs to go.
Right.
That's in your spirit.
You're not gonna be a niggard with it.
Right.
Continuing. That's pretty much the roots.
Yeah.
It says to give charge, to declare, to enjoin. Yep. Now to go to that word rich. Charge them that are rich. G41:4, G41:45. So like it's plusios. It says wealthy, abounding in material resources. It says also abounding in. It says Christian, but we understand Israelite virtues and eternal possessions.
They believe, but they just got a little extra. You know, they did well for themselves.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it says the root word is
The
G41.
belief is the important part.
G41:49, Plutos.
And it says charity covers the multitude of sins. So this is what it's going into. You got it, bro.
It says plenitude, abundance, fullness, that which one is enriched. Right? It says bestowment. It's a root word of that.
Wait, bestowment. So it's bestowed onto you. Somebody gave it to you. We know riches come from the Lord.
Yep.
So
Poverty
it was
and riches.
bestowed to you for a purpose.
Yep.
Not just so you can be built up and be a niggard and high-minded. Okay, you got it.
It says to be fulfilled as the root of that. G41:30, Pimplemi. It says to be fulfilled or to be filled.
Because we know in the book of Acts, he had everybody drop off everything they had so they could distribute it equally so everybody would have what they needed.
Yeah, because there was a famine that was when it hit.
Yep.
They wanted to make sure everybody was going to be covered.
Yep.
You know, for that time. You know.
So
Yeah, it's gonna be beautiful because hey, Esau think that we're gonna, we're just gonna bend to you know, not having and not being able to depend upon him. Man, the Lord's gonna show us you never needed this devil.
Yep.
The whole time the Lord was providing.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna watch. You're gonna be like, man, we fucking need this damn devil, man. Well, people gonna feel stupid that they even gave in to this beast.
Yep.
But they see us, and we ain't got nothing. We ain't attached to this world no more. We ain't got no device in us. But I got energy. I still got clothes on.
Yep.
You know,
They ain't even
I'm not
wild like
hungry
that.
because I already just ate something. How the hell he eat?
Yeah.
Don't even worry about it.
Look, Jake can run.
Just know that the Lord got us
Everybody
covered.
will
You know,
Yes.
I don't need this damn devil, man. Cursed be he that trusteth in man.
Yeah, make confessions on it.
Sure.
Continuing to 17, charge them that are rich in this world that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches.
Yep.
Oh God, can I read this in the NLT?
What?
It says, teach those who are rich in this world not to be proud and not to trust in their money, which is so unreliable.
Uh-huh.
Their trust should be in Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, who richly gives us all we need for our enjoyment.
Uh-huh.
Tell them to use their money to do good. They should be rich in good works and generous to those in need. Always
treasures in heaven. What's in heavenly places?
store treasures in heaven where riches and
Yeah.
wealth does not corrupt.
Store treasures in heaven. That's what that is right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. It says they should be rich in good works and generous to those in need. Always able. The scripture also tells you, know to whom thou doest good.
Yeah.
You know, so that's not just saying give money to a nigga, man.
Yeah, to
You know?
give to the godly and help not the sinner.
Right.
No, you're giving it to the ministry.
Yeah. You know that that's the right place.
Right.
It says
But also, you don't want to give it to no false prophets
Yep.
and guys that's out there just trying to hustle you.
Yep.
You know, because that's what they doing in some of these other cult groups.
Yep.
You know, yeah.
Yep.
You got a straightway ministry where people are coming out is Pastor Dowell's his group, and people are coming out and giving testimonies to how they built this whole Israelite community. They built property and got land and all that.
Homestead.
It's like a homestead type of thing that they're living, but everybody got to give their proceeds, the money that they make laboring, they got to give it to Pastor Dowell. And basically, I'll share the video, but basically it's like all your money is going to one man, and he gets to distribute
Yep.
where the money goes.
That's like pimp.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So you're laboring and working your ass off, but you wondering, why is my money getting lower and lower? Why am I not even able to get no food for my kids?
Yeah.
But this motherfucker going on vacations 4 or 5 times a year.
That happened in the old school. where they
Yeah,
had
that's what. Yeah, in the old school,
King Marshall.
Exactly.
all that.
They said the apostle said
Yeah.
he didn't have no heat in his van.
Yeah,
In
New York winter.
New York winter. You know, but they were getting all the money from the oil tables and not distributing it where it needed to be and who needed it.
He
Right.
needed
Right.
that. You gotta take care of that. But everything happens
Yeah.
for a purpose, man. So
Yeah.
And you
Bear
can't,
in mind.
so you can't use the excuse that I didn't know. You're
Right.
supposed to be, know your flock.
Yeah.
right.
Stay your flock.
Instead of your
Stay, the state of the body of the outside. Yep.
I got a quick read.
I had some information.
I'll just go back to it.
Chapter.
Wait, can I grab this really quick in Isaiah 55? Because you mentioned it.
Right.
There's Isaiah 55. It says, ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, and he that hath no money, come ye buy and eat. Yea,
How I'm supposed to buy if I don't have no money? Well, because the rich man that I charge is gonna buy it for me, right? No, it's talking about buying the spiritual food that you need, the spiritual drink that you need. With what? With your time, with sacrificing, your energy time, and so on and so forth.
it says, buy wine and milk without money and without price. Wherefore do ye spend money for that which is not bread?
Yeah, because you're literally spending your time, energy, and your fiat currencies, for things that aren't satisfying, that don't comfort you. This word is supposed to comfort you.
this is what gives you the true nourishment.
Yeah.
You going into these other philosophies, these or even these other religions, and you're not fully satisfied. You're not getting your answers met. So it's like you buying and eating junk food and you wondering why you keep spending your money and buying it,
Yep.
but you're not hungry. You're not satisfying your
You're
hunger.
not full.
You're not full
Yeah.
because you're not getting any nutrients out of it.
You're not getting anything that fulfills you. Like it's just like a quick.
One of the words the apostle used, and that's what like McDonald's and fast food shit do. Apostle used the word satiated. You're not satiated. You're never satisfied. But when you eat the right food, you are satiated.
And when you eat the right
Yeah.
food, you don't even need that much.
Exactly. You need less. That's the
Yeah.
whole point. 'Cause it's so nutrient rich. You know. And he was talking about that in one of the health videos about the diet. You know. But we're talking about the spiritual diet though.
Yeah, they just came out with an article not too long ago saying in the UK, I think like 3,500 churches are expected to close in the next couple of years because of the lack of people, funding, so forth and so on, man. People are tired of the church because they're not getting anything out of it.
McDonald's is like they're gonna go
They
from
giving
billion
that money.
served.
Exactly.
Yeah. McDonald's gonna go from billion served to million served. It's a lot.
Shit, billions killed.
Yeah, exactly. You know, more, people are waking up to the BS, and it's just correlating it to waking up to the BS of the church.
This ending it, verse 2.
You're just paying for more entertainment,
Yeah.
Sunday entertainment.
Yeah.
You got the hard club music the night before,
Yeah.
and that heavy trance. Now you got a little light something to ease you out of it. And the hangover music. For the next
Make
day.
you feel emotional and guilty.
Yeah.
To make you give money.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe if I get this
Got
$20, the
Got
Lord.
them thinking that every blessing is transactional.
Yeah.
That's not how the Lord works, man.
Bro, you had an end-up, bro. She said, oh, I need everybody in my congregation. She said, I need like 32 more people to give like, what'd she say, a blessing of $1,200? Something like that. And niggas kept going up there. You know? Yeah. It's for him. Yeah, he needed it.
You talking about that curvaceous so-called preacher one?
No.
One
She was Juanita Bynum. Yeah, she was end-up.
Oh yeah.
You see how they living, because they can capitalize off of you stupid, gullible, naive people, man. All they're doing is grifting. They're grifting. It's a hustle. They're grifting, and because you're dumb enough to buy it, because you're not spiritually discerned, you're just giving your money away. You know? Yeah, man. Go ahead.
It's on this verse 2. Wherefore do ye spend money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which satisfieth not? Hearken diligently unto me, and eat ye that which is good, and let your soul delight itself in fatness.
Yep. Hey, like the nourishment, the fatness, we'll let it grow. Hit that.
Hit this. Oh, let me hit this. Matthew 6:32 again. After all these things do the Gentiles seek. For your heavenly Father knoweth that ye need of
the non-believer. Let's set that one.
Yeah.
For the non-believers seek after all those carnal things. Go ahead.
but for for your heavenly Father knoweth that ye need of all these things, but seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Take therefore no thought for tomorrow, for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof.
And the brother was saying it like, and even when you go back to the wilderness, when he said anxiety hit an all-time high, Most High even broke it down. But double up the baskets the night before the Sabbath. Double up, and you ain't got to worry about it. But don't pick nothing up on the Sabbath, though. Don't keep it overnight. Only that one day you do. Like, the rules were there. And this is what we're trying to educate you with, understanding what the conduct and rules are. So when the day comes, you're not caught out there the wrong way, because this man's going to get you. Because the Heavenly Father's testing to see how attentive you were to the education of the prophets, the education of the elect. Okay, were you attentive enough to teach it, or were you attentive enough to at least follow, or are you just not sure, so you're just gonna do something that you think may be right? You know, because that last one could get you jacked up.
I know you had something, right?
Well, I still had that
And he still have
He's still first thing
in chat GPT, but yeah.
finish that. Right?
Finish that, and then I want you to look up that word distribute.
1 Timothy 6 and 17, I'm gonna start back. It says, charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living power, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy. That they do good, that they be rich in good works, ready to distribute, willing to communicate, laying up in store for themselves a good foundation against the time to come, that they may lay hold on eternal life. He said, look up the word distribute.
Distribute.
This is the word distribute, or distribute, like you said. G2130. It's a yometados. Wait, yometaratos, something like that. It says, ready or free to impart, liberal, ready to distribute, good at imparting. The root word of that is G3330, to impart. It says to give over, to share.
To share.
Sure. Yep.
To share. Now I'm gonna check this other root so like it says, yeah, this is Didio me. It says, or Ditto me. G1325, it says to give something to someone of one's own accord, to give one something to his advantage, to bestow a gift, to supply or furnish the necessary things. There it is.
Yeah.
You need, I got this one. You need this, I got you.
Yeah. Yep. It says to appoint, to give someone to whom, to grant permission. That was the point.
Hey, like, I remember when your father came in, and he had that communication mindset, like, hey man, what y'all brothers missing? What y'all brothers need? Oh, y'all need some new signs. What y'all need?
We wasn't even
and we
sure.
was stuck, like,
I don't know.
you know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
We hadn't even thought.
what y'all brothers need? Hey, just let me know. You know, call me or. That's that spirit of being willing to communicate.
Yeah.
You figure you might be doing a little well than others, and you see that they're without, and especially if it's something that they're lacking that would actually be helpful to them to forward the ministry. That's what you asking. Hey, you need a new camera. You need a new. Hey, like in the apostles, brothers amongst the councils talking amongst themselves like, hey man, I don't like how their equipment is not up to par. Their audio don't sound too good, and they shouldn't have to deal with this many years in. After all the labor they put in, and you know the guidance that they done gave to all of us, ain't no way in hell that they should be dealing with that. So let's talk about it and let's generate some funds and let's send to them to get them whatever they need as far as equipment, communication.
We went forward at the ministry.
Yeah.
Now we got clear videos. We got clear
You see that they
navigation.
don't stop.
Yeah.
I can't even keep keep up with the apostles, man.
Apostle Bar, the elders of Apostle Bar, they doing 2-3 sit downs a week. That's
Yep.
not camp. You know,
Yep.
on top of his videos, Apostle Hart putting up what, 12 videos a day?
Yeah.
You know, man.
Spirit is on them, man.
God, to land back as well, but that's one of the parts of joining the body. It's to see where those holes need to be patched. You know, figuring out what your role is so that that engine, that car, you know, that foundation of that building can run smoother, man.
Yep.
You know, the head is already established. You know, so once more brothers join, it's your duty to figure out, hey, where you need to step in and navigate. You know, and that's for all of us.
And everybody's given a certain gift that's to help benefit the ministry. Knowing what your gift is and discovering what your gift is and how to use it the right way is vital. So now you know how to, okay, we lack this. Okay, so this is what this gift is given for.
Right.
You know, I got a few kids, and so I know how to, okay, so let me tell y'all how to deal with kids a little bit. Okay, I got, and this is use an example, I got this extra money, so it's supposed to go here. Or I got this The other side, I know how to fish.
You got
So
this
now we got to
time.
do this. I got this time, which is a very valuable asset.
Get that in Corinthians about the different gifts.
Yeah,
Yep.
1 Corinthians 12
Yep.
chapter.
Yep.
So that means that you,
Diverse
to you
gifts.
brothers, you're supposed to know what your gift is. If the Lord called you, He gave you some type of gift.
Yep.
It's for you to discern what gift you have.
Yep.
You're not gonna just show up and just be like, okay, I don't.
I don't know.
You can't. No.
Figure it out.
As
Ask.
soon as you get in there, you gotta know, or at least search and ask for it,
And it's
or search to know what it is.
Right.
Yeah, and it's messed up because you go to certain, Jakes, and when you deal with people of the world, man, like how do you, if you coming into this, you don't know that this is different.
Right. Right.
So with niggas in the world, you be like, hey man, I got like $200 extra. Well, I got something for that.
Yeah.
Nigga gonna find a way to get that from you.
Yep.
And you be like, well, I'm helping him out, but that's not, and that happened in the truth.
Yeah.
You know people from the ATL and all of that others, in certain places where the extra money went the wrong way with it, Well, you know that this is the right thing, like the same thing about the brother Yakanan, he was like, no, I know this is the right place. Because when I did something, I saw where it went, not because I did it, because I gave it to you, and I saw you take care of business with it. I saw this, I saw that. And then you tried to give it back. I was like, oh. He was like, I don't want that back. What are you doing? No, don't do that. No, this is for that. So you learn to understand that the right place to distribute. Once you know that that's the right spot. If you knew that there was a watering hole or a well, you would go there all the time. You're not gonna drop the bucket to get the well, in the dirt. You're gonna respect the spot
Exactly.
because you know whoever is tending to that spot is gonna make sure the water's always ready.
Yep.
The stone is there now.
Before you get the one in Corinthians, give me Romans 12 first.
Yep.
You could read it in the
Yep.
NLT or
It's Romans 12. I'll start here
start like 3.
Yeah, this Romans 12 and 3. I'm reading the NLT. It says, because of the privilege and authority Yahweh has given me, I give each of you this warning. Don't think you are better than you really are. Be honest in your evaluation of yourselves, measuring yourselves by the faith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has given us.
Yeah. Basically, be honest with yourself. You know your own abilities. You know yourself. So be honest with yourself. Don't try to go above, beyond the measure that the Lord gave to you. The certain dudes, they try to do that, and they end up.
Okay.
Alizar, for example.
Yeah.
Guys like that, they'll try to, they think that they're more than what they actually are to become puffed up, high-minded, and you can fall right into the condemnation of the devil, man. So know your measure. All right.
Can I give another side of it too in the spirit? A lot of times, the ministry may need something that a brother may ask for you specifically to be able to do it or accomplish it. If you're not in a position to do it, they just say that too.
Yeah,
Because
be honest.
I've been in a position where I've said, okay, yeah, I can do this, and wasn't able to, fulfill it. I got rebuked for it, which I needed that rebuke. So that's another thing as well. If you're not in a position to handle it, hey, then just speak and say it. Don't be ashamed of it. It's just not meant for your office at that particular time.
You might be able to redirect to others that might be able to. You might not have the means, but you know somebody that do.
There's 1 Corinthians, it's like Romans 12 and 4. It says, just as our bodies have many parts, and each part has a special function, so it is with Yahushai's body.
Yep.
We are many parts of one body, and we all belong to each other.
Yep.
In his grace, Yahweh has given us different gifts for doing certain things well.
You know how to do something well. And so you actually have a purpose for doing it. It wasn't just some, like Jake in the world, they were given this God-given talent, but they think that, basically it's of themselves. No, the Lord actually gave you that talent because you have a purpose, which is why He gave it to you. All right. Hey, before I came into the truth, I thought I was gonna go to college and do this and do that. You know, I'm like still trying to figure out that what the fuck am I gonna do? But I had no idea that this was what He was gonna have me doing. It was far from my mind when I was in the world that this is what I would be a part of. I wasn't known to be I wasn't the biggest speaker. I was one of the guys that got nervous if I had to stand in front of the class and speak in front of a classroom of people. That was me. I wasn't a perfect English speaker. But hey, once the Lord give you that talent, it's a spirit within you. You're gonna have to identify that. You don't want to sit on it. You don't want to figure out that you had something and you sat on it the whole time. Right. That's what you don't want to do.
That's spooky.
You know? Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Continuing this Romans 12:5. It says, so it is with Yahweh Shai's body. We are many parts of one body, and we all belong to each other. In His grace, Yahweh has given us different gifts for doing certain things well. Yep. So if the Most High has given you the ability to prophesy, speak out with as much faith as Yahweh has given you. Mm-hmm. If your gift is serving others, serve them well. If you are a teacher, teach well. Yep. If your gift is to encourage others, be encouraging. Yep. If it is giving, give generously. If Yahweh has given you leadership ability, take the responsibility seriously.
Man.
Yep.
Don't take it lightly. Don't do it like it says in Peter. You know, you're supposed to do this willingly and not by constraint. Whatever it is that you're doing, whatever your office is, don't do it by constraint. Do it willingly. You know, be honest about it. All right.
I got a follow-up precept.
Yep.
1 Corinthians 14:1. Follow after charity and desire spiritual gifts, but rather that ye may prophesy. Okay, so that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
To prophesy.
That's what the powers are.
It's Revelation 19:10.
Yep.
You know,
Spirit of Yahweh, Spirit of prophecy.
Spirit of Yahweh, spirit of prophecy. So you got to do the work of the Lord. Man.
Yeah.
Then the Lord will give you special gifts on top of the prophecy.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
It says actually in 1 Corinthians 14th chapter, it goes into that. Charity is above all, but prophesying is above all. It said,
rather you prophesy.
But rather you prophesy. It said charity is up at the top, but over that is prophesying. So that's a gift. That's a charity. So to spend your time and your energy and studying and everything else, and your own giving away your own thoughts to be a conduit for the Spirit, to give to somebody else to warn them about what's coming. That's
another thing. Kind of land back.
I gotta correct them, brother.
Yeah, please.
1 Corinthians 13 and verse 2. It says, if I had the gift of prophecy, if I understood all the Most High's secret plans and possessed all knowledge, and if I had such faith that I could move mountains, but didn't love others, aka charity, I would be nothing. If I gave everything to the poor and even sacrificed my body, I could boast about it, but if I didn't love others, aka have charity, I would have gained nothing. So basically charity, which is basically goodwill, love, which is the ultimate commandment. But no, what you said is correct.
That's what I was trying to think of.
The highest priority, the most prioritized gift is to prophesy. Right. But you still want to balance it out by still maintaining that goodwill, that love, agape. Because the commandment is what? Love the Lord, love the Most High with all thy soul, with all thy might, with all thy soul, and love thy neighbor as thyself. So that got to be incorporated along with our purpose. You know.
Could you read that 14? I think it's like 14:1, because it's gonna.
Wasn't one of the brothers just reading that? Was somebody was reading 1 Corinthians 14? He just read it.
That was the first.
Yeah, he just read it.
Okay.
Yeah, he read it. Yep.
Then it goes into the diversity of tongues.
Huh.
Yeah. So no, that's right. So you back in
Yeah, Romans 12.
Yeah, I'm back there. Yeah, this is Romans 12, verse 8. If your gift is to encourage others, be encouraging. That's through exhortation. Right?
Yep.
It says, if it is giving, give generously. If Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is giving you leadership ability, take the responsibility seriously. Now, one thing that the elder, Barak Gabar, it's like a number of Gabar. Amouan Gabar, it's like the elder Amouan Gabar. One thing he did, because he does his shorts in the morning, basically the precepts, the quick hits, but it's like exhortation, prophecy all day. He said, when the Lord gives you a gift or you start something for the Lord, hey, you got to continue it. You know, you can't stop. You know, so that goes along with that, right?
You're good.
Continue. It says, if it is giving, give generously. If Yahweh has given you leadership ability, take the responsibility seriously. And if you have a gift for showing kindness to others, do it gladly. Don't just pretend to love others. Really love them. Hate what is wrong. Hate what is wrong. Hold tightly to what is good. Love each other with genuine affection and take delight in honoring each other.
Yep.
Never be lazy, but work hard and serve the Lord enthusiastically. Yeah, that was pretty much the point.
So that means don't be lazy, even with the talent, the gift that you have. The scriptures say to be not weary in well doing. You know, so you're gonna ferventness is what leads to diligence. Having that fervent, passionate, enthusiastic aura, you know. So you don't want to defraud the Lord. The scriptures say, "Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully." All right. And a lot of people, when you read that verse, when it says not to do the work deceitfully, meaning don't be out there lying with the scriptures. Now, yeah, you're not supposed to lie and twist scripture, but what that actually means is don't be lazy. Somebody get it real quick. I believe it's in Jeremiah 48. Jeremiah 48, like around the 10th verse.
It's like I got the word for lazy in etymology.
Yeah.
It says, for the 1540s, it said adverse to labor, action, or effort.
Huh.
Basically a slugger, you know?
Yeah. Somebody that's just dragging their feet. Like when you come to your job, there's a reason why you got managers, supervisors, leads, because they're pretty much keeping their eyes on what your abilities of what you're able to do. And not only that, but they're watching your work. If they see you dragging your feet, they're gonna pull you into the office. I'm like, I'm gonna need you to we hired you, this was on your job description. This was the expectations that you know we were to hire all employees. This is the expectations that we are you're obligated to meet. So we need you to fulfill that.
And don't they have a 98 like a
90 day
probation
period.
And also they train you.
Yep.
They train you what you want to what your job is.
Yep.
And eventually, when you pass that training, they're gonna bring you in.
Yep.
You know.
Now we're gonna put you on the floor. You should know what to do now. That's what the Lord expects of us. So get that in Jeremiah. And then you can go back to that in Romans 12.
Jeremiah 48:10. Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully, and cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood.
Keeping back his sword from blood. And what is our sword right now? You already know. All right, now look up that word deceitfully.
Okay.
It's the word, the Hebrew word remiyah. It says laxness, slackness, slackening, deceit. And the Strong's definitions, it says deceitfully, slothful, false, guile, idle.
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 Free time. Too much free time.
Yeah, you're not busy.
When you put your car in idle, it's not going nowhere.
Yep.
You either go in the reverse or drive.
It's not subject it's like neutral in the stick shift.
Yeah.
It's subject to whatever the terrain. If it's downhill or but you're not in control. But if you have a mission, you're gonna have it in gear to, like they say, get in gear. You get going, get moving. I got it.
Yep. So he said, "Cursed be he that do the work that way."
Yep.
And apostles always, and this is when they light a fire under the brothers, man. Apostle taught every now and then the spirit will come on him.
Come around again soon.
And I'm pretty sure we're gonna hear him again. But you dudes out there, that's not, you ain't diligent, you ain't out there doing what you're supposed to do. Hey man, it's gonna be a house cleaning. We hear that
Every season.
every season, man. You're gonna get but show you the leadership quality of our elder. He's constantly encouraging you, and really they shouldn't even have to do it. It should already be in you. You should want to do this.
Be on fire already.
Yeah,
Because hey, the Lord, He's in the heavens, and He knows what He gave you. For as much has been given, as much required. He knows what you're sitting on. So when He comes back, all you got, He's the one that you got to answer to. He's the one that you're going to have to answer to. Somebody was holding?
Just a quick brief.
Go ahead. And then I want you to
Revelation
go
3
back.
and 16. So then, because thou art lukewarm, and neither cold nor hot, I will speed thee out of my mouth.
It was funny. That's the precept the apostle
That's the one He mainly bring out.
brings that one, and then he gets on our neck.
Yeah, you're not on fire. You lukewarm. That means that your mind is somewhere else. You're not truly, you're not fully devoted. You might be, there might be some certain temptations you're dealing with. There might be some cares of this life we were just talking about, some entanglement somewhere. You gotta shift your focus and realize what this calling is about.
It might be a stumbling block somewhere that's impeding your progress.
Yeah,
That you need to clear that out the way.
yeah.
But you
There
might
might-
want to get on that.
There might be a fear.
Yep.
You got to get over that fear.
That's the spirit, bro. Because
Yeah.
what just happened? But basically, I think that was Canada.
Oh,
With
yeah. That was
Hey,
in
a lot of
Toronto.
people ain't gonna come out. They ain't gonna come out, let alone to learn, but even eventually to teach. That's gonna slow a lot of people from coming out because you're scared of losing your life. Like, so you're scared of being put in that situation. You may not be able to react as that reaction.
That's a part
You
of
may not
faith.
have.
And making yourself a living sacrifice.
Yep.
You come out here and endure the elements, not just the weather, the people, these demons out here. So that's half the battle is coming out.
Yeah.
And then the other half.
That's a big sign of
Right.
faith.
The other half is learning and enduring and building yourself up in the spirit.
Yeah.
A couple quick precepts. The brother brought up Proverbs 16 and 27. Idle hands are the devil's workshop. idle lips are his mouthpiece.
Yep.
And that's in the TLB, the Living Bible.
I have.
Right.
You can still read it, right?
Yeah.
There's also one in Sirach, I believe the 33rd chapter, where it says, much idleness teacheth much evil.
Yep.
And that's for a servant that's not, doing anything. Because when you're idle, you're a servant, but you're idle, so your mind is somewhere else, and it's nowhere productive. As long as you're idle, you're not producing anything. The Lord is looking for laborers. He said the harvest is plenteous, but the laborers are few. There needs some work to be done, put in.
Lock in, do some work.
Yeah.
So spirit, I said something to a brother before. I'm like, damn, bro, how you know? And y'all, you brothers that know what I'm talking about. Damn, bro, how you know everybody's stats? Like, how you know everybody's stats?
Mm-hmm.
But
Right.
like, how do you have time to know all of that? You got mad at me. Because I was like, damn, bro, you know everybody's stats? He saw how I said it like in a playful way, but it cut deep. He was mad at me. Hey, bro, let's just fucking around. Let's do the work. Let's do a video. Anyway, it goes on to say, an evil man, this is 28th verse in that same chapter, an evil man.
Hey, Salakia, real quick. That scripture in Revelation, I know your works is neither hot or cold. If you neither hot or cold or lukewarm, I will spew you out of my mouth.
Yep.
Another scenario that gives you the same sentiment. When Yahushua went to that fig tree,
Yep.
and he realized that there was it bared no fruit, what did he do to that tree? Hold on. I'm gonna ask y'all, brother. What did he do with it? He cursed it. He got pissed. He's like, what's the point of this fig tree if there ain't gonna be no fruit? He cursed it. It's good for nothing now. You might as well throw it in the fire. Use it on a cold night. At least it'll be productive that way. Since it can't be productive the other way.
Hey, if you don't want to sacrifice, you'll be part of the sacrifice.
Man.
In another sense, right?
Man. See?
So I'll read this again real quick. Proverbs 16:27-29. The idle hands of the devil's workshop, idle lips are his mouthpiece. An evil man sows strife. Gossip separates the best of friends. Wickedness loves company and leads others into sin.
Yeah, that also happens when you have idleness.
You coming up with all these
type
other
of
ideas
thoughts
and wrong.
And then next thing you know, gossip is going on, and you giving Satan a room to enter in.
Yep.
That's how strife gets started too. Somebody that they ain't got shit to do, so they just talking shit, spreading rumors, being a busybody.
My boss at work said that.
So that's these women.
Yeah.
These women.
Yeah, if you got
When they ain't got shit to do, they just at home all day.
Watch the house.
She in all kind of drama, man.
Yeah.
All kind of drama.
Now she got time to check her social media. She done went through her DMs and now, it's too much.
Yeah. I was say
She,
side.
yeah.
Go ahead.
You
I was
got
gonna say
it.
side. That's why they need sister wives, man.
Yeah.
So they could just talk in house while they're being productive.
Yeah, while they're being productive.
While being productive.
So one of them like, hey, let's put her before this laundry.
Get that. Get the virtuous woman. Proverbs 31.
31, yeah.
I want you to go to Proverbs 31 and 10, and then I want you to jump down, because one of the characteristics of a virtuous woman is her lack of laziness.
Yeah. What, did we read that in another translation?
Read the rest of it?
Yeah, in another translation.
Yeah, in the NLT.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
No, GNT. It's like
GNT.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, get it. Because these bitches now, they'll be like, man, how do you go to work and go to the gym?
Yeah. And cook dinner.
And be able to, what? These bitches are good for nothing.
You can't do all of them. So, could I segue why he's grabbing it? Because my boss says just like this. And it's true about the ministry. Brothers say this. Elders and stuff say this. He said, what the boss said was, hey, you got so much to do around here. You don't have time to not do nothing.
Right.
Like you should be going task to task trying to get things done, which goes right into they say if somebody has some idle time where they're getting into stuff, give them more responsibility.
Right.
Uh.
And that's
Give
why
them something more to do so they stay busy.
that's why brothers should have a routine. You know, we all know brothers gotta work. You know, but after that work, hey, you know what you have to do as far as duties for the ministry, doing videos, reading, studying, watching videos. You know, all those different necessities that the Lord needs you to tend upon. And then after all that, you could tend to yourself. Another thing that one of the elders says is even when it comes down to eating, he said if he don't do the work of the Lord, hey, he don't feel like he deserves to eat. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That ain't for everybody because there's others, children or whatever that may. But hey, you want the dinner hot or you want it cold?
Man,
Everybody want to have it hot. Yeah, it's safer this way.
getting the
You don't have to walk in. Thank you. It's safer.
Okay. I got this precept in Proverbs 31. There's Proverbs 31 and 10. It says, how hard it is to find a capable wife. She is worth far more than jewels. Her husband.
how many of y'all want a lazy ass woman?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody want a lazy ass chick just laid up in the crib and
Nobody want to be around lazy people.
in general. In general.
Now, here's a funny thing about it. You ask a lazy person what the characteristics are that they have, and then you ask, well, what are the characteristics of a lazy person? It's the same shit.
Exactly.
But they won't see that. They'll be like, no, I'm just doing other stuff. Like what? Like resting. Like nothing. Like thinking. Like, this sounds good, but what about when it's time to put the hands to work? That part has to come around as well.
Yep.
Yeah, continuing. This Proverbs 31 and 10 in the GNT says, how hard it is to find a capable wife. She is worth far more than jewels. Her husband. Oh, you said jump down, Slot.
It jumped down to
13.
No, where basically says hold on.
She rises up early, bro.
Oh, yeah, kind
Yeah.
That's kind. 14.
Yeah.
It says she brings home Proverbs 31:14 in there.
Yeah, go to 13, bro.
Just read down.
Yeah, just read down, bro.
Okay.
Because they all hit.
Yeah, you just the point is in verse
15.
20 verse 27.
Yeah.
Verse 27 is the
At
point.
very end, yeah.
I'm gonna read down. This 11. Her husband puts his confidence in her, and he will never be poor. As long as she lives, she does him good and never harm. She keeps herself
And
busy.
what does that do? That keeps the man's mind from having to waste time worried about what the hell she doing. Now he can stay on task and stay, because men gonna automatically just should be working like at something.
Hey, you know where that spirit of jealousy comes from with men, with a woman? The only time that happens with men is when he realized that his woman got so much free time.
Yep.
When you know that she's constantly busy and everything is towards serving you, you're not even worried one bit about what she's possibly doing because you know what she's doing. You know she's tending to business.
Yep.
I already know she's okay. Yeah, it's this time. Oh, okay. She's getting this because she's getting ready to cook this. Oh, she's getting ready to do this because she know that I like this. She's constantly her whole schedule is geared around setting tasks so that she can actually maintain a household and serve her husband. If she's busy, you ain't got too much to worry about. It's when she's free, when she ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
Now she can go on her phone and
Yeah.
Check them DMs all
she all you already know what time it
Go in
is.
your phone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or she's going on a vacation.
Yep.
You let her, and if she going without you, hey,
Yeah, any free time.
it's it. That's if she's saying I'm finna go anywhere outside of my, Shit.
City.
City. She go out the city limits.
She going to Henderson, from Henderson to North Las Vegas. What this whole
Without
What's
you.
going on over there?
And she talking about I'm gonna be gone for a day or 2 days or however long. Nope. Give the water no passage. You need to be see like with us, right? If we're going anywhere, you better believe wherever we're going, we linking up with brothers because the ministry, the work is priority.
I'm about to
If
go
I'm in
somewhere.
fucking Costa Rica,
Yeah.
I'm finna do. I better have brought my camera with me, my garment with me,
Rosetta Stone.
bro.
Spanish
Some
light.
incense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if I find out there's some brothers there, we linking up.
Yeah. That's it.
That's priority, man.
That's okay.
But if you just going to vacate for a whole week and it ain't even in your mind, I'm finna take a break from this too. I'm just finna go and go to the spa, go try these, go walk the beach, go try this and try that. Okay, so what are you doing? Now you idle. Now you're relaxing. You're settled. What if the Lord showed up that day and you kicking up with your feet at the beach?
How was I?
Taking my time.
Said,
Yeah.
had parables like that.
Yeah.
The householder come back when he ain't ready, and he smiting servants and chilling and shit. Hey man. Yep.
Cause like my mom, she used to early on, and she get the memo now. She used to be like, you gotta get yourself like, I don't know why you don't plan on leaving the country. Like you don't go on vacation. I know your girl. I know she gonna want to get out and do this. Now understanding what my true purpose is. She understand it now, but back then she was trying to get me to be like, you know what,
I should go.
you know what, Ma, I think I'm gonna consider that. I'm gonna go. The fuck I'm finna go do? Oh man, my life is in Yahushua, man. Whether I live, whether I die, it's to the Lord.
Always abounding in the work.
Always abounding in the work, man.
He's got continuing Proverbs 31, G&T. 13. She keeps herself busy making wool and linen cloth.
Yeah.
Keep herself busy.
And that's idle. What do you see them older women? They up there knitting and crocheting, watching their stories or whatever. When they had idle time, they still doing something.
They're making blankets.
Yeah. We make some beanies for the babies for the wintertime or something.
And we go through the laundry and see if there's any holes in socks.
Mend up some stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
These women ain't fucking so much.
Yeah. They don't know where to buy crochet needles from.
Nah.
It says,
They looking for rainbow deals.
Yep.
Deals at Rainbow.
What was the other store? Dee Dee's
Diddy's discount.
Yep. A whole where they can go to the club and then expect a good man to choose them and take care of them. Yeah. You got no good quality of man to give.
say nothing good about it. I continue. 14. She brings home food from out of the way places as merchant ships do.
Yeah.
She gets up before daylight to prepare food for her family and to tell her servant women what to do.
Well, one of y'all brothers going into this
We
the
was
other
there last
night?
night. I forgot why we read it, but I remember
She
reading.
getting up and cutting onions and all kind of shit to pack for her husband to have a big ass lunch on his lunch break.
Oh, yeah, I'm telling you.
Hey, hey, the northern tribes, man,
Yeah.
they be eating good at lunch, man.
Same.
They be eating good. You go to the ice, the ice box. They go to they pull out their little lunch thing, and they got all kind of rice and
Shit's still hot.
tortillas,
No microwave
meat,
needed.
all bro.
Not all of them.
No. Hey, you know, I'll say the ones at my job, they get taken care of. You know, not everybody's fortunate that way, but you know.
Some are though.
Yeah. But see, we in Babylon,
Right.
so we've been accustomed to, you know, women just not doing shit. They rather, you know, when a woman that's working, she's working for E. That's the only person she's really willing to work for.
Go all out.
She'll be a diligent servant to her damn employer.
Working for E and herself.
Huh.
She ain't working for her family.
No.
You know, it's you know, if she got kids, you probably got to take care of them. But a lot of them working for E, and they said, "What can I do with my check? How can I, you know,
how can I spend it?"
Like really, the elder Uriah said like a long time ago. He said, "Really, you know how these women make more money than men, but at the end of the day, her check is your check, and she's supposed to bring that check to you." And going back to what we were talking about, and you're supposed to distribute it where it goes. You know, but like you said, we live in a Babylon.
Fucking Babylon. Yeah.
I'm about to quote Gordon Drake.
Yeah, you know, this shit is fucked up. Jacob be generating all this income, all this money, and she ain't got nothing to do. She just at home. But this motherfucker, he bringing her the money.
Yeah.
And she's distributing.
Niggas that give it allowance.
Bruh,
Give it allowance, bro.
this place got to get wiped out. This place got to go.
Oh, hey, the other day I went with my coworker to get some lunch, and he used his card. His wife had packed him something, you know, but he was like, "Nah, I want to try this." So he had lunch with me. He swiped the card. The wife calls him, not even 5 minutes later, because she got the notification. Why are you spending money? Like this, like to check him, because he spent money for himself to buy himself something that he wanted to eat. I was like, damn, your wife, she like tracks her. Who's in charge of the money? She is. I was like, damn, bro. She checked him, bro.
You want to get mad at his ass.
I can't even be mad at the woman. I'm mad at this fool.
You go bust your ass all day at work, working overtime and off days and shit, and then you can't spend your own money? That's fucking crazy. That's crazy.
You know he just spent $50. He only got
It's like
that.
$10, bro.
Yeah. She like, why you?
Y'all see that one video with the Jake? He came home from work and he realized that his woman had ordered some food, but she only ordered herself food. He didn't order him shit.
Popeyes.
I think so. And he like, damn. So
We ain't gonna feed the kids and nothing.
I've been working all day, busting my ass. I'm working 12-hour shifts, and you couldn't order me nothing, bruh. What the? You ain't doing shit. I'm like, bro. That shit was so vexing, man. She didn't even think about him, and he's the one that's working and bringing in the money. Yeah. So just imagine if Yahweh Shai, he giving you an earnest, he giving you money, he giving you a talent, but you ain't even thinking about Yahweh Shai.
Yeah. Let me do something with this that he gave me. Hell, what I gotta do? Like, no, you just sitting back chilling. You know, like 2nd Ezra 9, where it says they have received benefits
Have not known.
and have not known me. You know, the Lord's giving you the benefits of benefits by really sending his prophets out to give you this warning. And what is Jake doing? Sitting at home chilling, you know, shalom on the internet or something like that, or scoffing, talking shit.
When Jacob's trouble hit, they gonna hate that they was bullshit. You know. But let's finish this out and then we'll start wrapping.
I'm gonna just jump down because we're gonna
Go ahead.
It's Proverbs 31. I'm jump right to the point. 26. Nah, they don't do that. I'm sorry.
But this is talking about the virtuous woman, so we can't even.
It's Proverbs 31, and I'm gonna start at 25. She is strong and respected and not afraid of
And the
the
Lord, Salakia, the Lord's bride is supposed to be like the virtuous woman
Yeah.
when it comes to serving Him. Go ahead.
It's Proverbs 31:27. She is always busy and looks after her family's needs. Her children show their appreciation, and
Makes
her
sense.
children show their appreciation, and her husband praises her. He says, I'll read that again. It is 27. It says she is always busy and looks after her family's needs. Her children,
Always busy looking after, and so we correlate this to what we were saying originally. We're always busy looking for the holes in the ministry that you can fill.
Right.
Okay, that's how this correlates back to us being the bride of the Father, taking care of His house, which is the ministry.
Yeah.
You got it?
she is always busy and looks after her family's needs. Her children show their appreciation, and her husband praises her. That's it.
Like we look around and then you see views going up. Like remember how bad it was? Well, we probably still should probably get a camera because we know the windy days are coming. I mean, a microphone. But when the windy days, we see how all the views are. You know, you can't hear nothing, so people just tune out. But we fix that. We fix the mic, then the views stay. You know, or even grow.
Right.
The difference of that is the same as you look around and they said in that chapter, I think at the end also, the people can tell that you're well fed. They look at you and your family and know that you're well taken care of.
Yeah.
Like it shows the work that's been put into the house.
It's like that in third world countries where you
Yeah,
know
belly.
who, or even like some of the women in third world countries, if they just skinny and scrawny, they must ain't their family ain't really. But they got a little bit of meat on them, you know. So,
No, they
okay,
doing all right.
they doing all right. Their family got a little bit of money.
That was it. Yeah, man. Like it says in Proverbs 14, you know, every wise woman buildeth her house. You know, but the foolish woman, she plucketh it down with her hands. You know, so you gotta be productive, man. You know, always abound in the work of the Lord. You know, and going back to First Timothy, where it says willing to communicate, willing to distribute. It doesn't have to necessarily mean in monetary funding. Whatever office that you hold, you distribute that. You know, if your ability is to prophesy, you want brothers to be on the level to prophesy with you. You know, if you a brother that's, you know, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? You know, so, you know, I don't know if any brothers got anything else. Yeah, hey, with that, we'll give all honor, all praise, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahusha, Ba'ashim Rechakadash.
Double honors to the elder apostles and bishops to the great millstone that rule well. And as always, peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
Right in time. Wow. Ain't no little stuff. Big job.